Welcome to Pathfinder. We're not playing D&D. We're playing Pathfinder.
Ever again.
I'm surprised you didn't fuck up. No, what the fuck is gonna happen with Spelljammer if we never... Stop it! Run that!
I refuse to move Trolls for Hire to Pathfinder, because we have like level 11 characters, and I'm not making people play a level 11 Pathfinder.
That's on them to figure out. All you have to do is run the game.
Yeah, but then I have to figure out how to balance combat at that level. Pass.
Oh my god, gross.
We're playing Pathfinder.
I'm so sorry.
We're playing a bunch of adorable Leshy characters who, of course, are not on screen right now because the slideshow is mean to me.
They will be.
But look at this adorable little Gourd man. That is actually the only male Leshy.
It's me.
We've got Steph as Popcorn, the Snapdragon Leshy. Moses as the... I don't actually know exactly what kind of Gourd you are.
Gourd.
And your heritage is Gourd.
Let's go with butternut squash.
Butternut squash.
Aww.
We've got Josh, or Shadows, as he has been known as for the last 3 years.
Our favorite ass.
Yeah.
3 years.
Our
favorite ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Shadows ass.
It's the Shadows ass.
Playing Fluff Fang, who I believe is a dandelion Leshy.
Yeah.
The heritage is leaf Leshy,
Same
I
as
believe.
Fluffing. High five.
We've
Fluffing.
got Tim playing Reaching Rings, who is a Fungus Leshy. I don't know what kind of fungus that is.
He's a fun guy.
I hate you. I wanted to say it was a shale bark, and then I remembered that is a thing from Stormlight Archive. And not a real life fungus. Anyway, and then we have Moritz playing Sunsipper, who is a Lotus Leshy.
Apparently from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Apparently from Hawaii.
Fits.
We got a cheer from A-Lot because Tim is
No,
such a fun
don't
guy.
encourage this
I knew
behavior.
it. I knew it.
No.
I said it. I knew it.
Don't
Played the game and I won.
encourage the puns.
Oh, I forgot to hit watch.
You forgot to hit what?
I forgot to hit watch. Watch now. I forgot to hit watch now.
For what?
The stream.
Okay.
What, you don't want my view?
I mean,
Yeah. Alright. Well, guess I'll just close my eyes the whole session, see how that fucking goes.
yeah.
Okay.
So I have read aloud text for the very beginning of the adventure. We're just gonna jump right the fuck in. I'm not explaining anything about how Pathfinder works. If you wanna learn how Pathfinder works, watch something else after you're done watching this.
Oh,
I do have in the
do not set
Pathfinder.
up the expectation. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, no, we do not know what
No,
we're doing.
in the Pathfinder command, I put like, please be nice to us. We are learning. Like, it's fine.
Mods, feel free to just like reply to people with the Pathfinder command.
And if anyone's mean, just ban them.
Well, yeah, sure. So I've got read aloud text. Here and there in the wilds of the Verduran. I'm gonna go with Verduran forest. A seemingly normal plant suddenly reveals themselves as a Leshy, a curious little human-shaped plant crafted by a Druid as a companion or minion.
Oh.
Sometimes Leshies outlive their Druid creators, while many others are set free to live their own lives. Most of those who live in the Verduran forest today have stories along these lines. Yet recently, the forest's clusters of Leshies have seemed thinner and fewer. You are but 5 of these stories. It's hardly unusual for the Leshies of Verduran to come and go as they please, but this morning it has become impossible to ignore the fact that your numbers have dwindled significantly. Many of those who remain grow fearful, and as the larger and more powerful Leshies in the area, it's your duty to protect the smaller spirits. It's time to admit something is wrong. It's time to investigate. As an example of one of those smaller Leshies, Moses, I believe you have an example.
Oh my god, I'm in the example. Wait, I'm the smaller Leshy?
No.
No.
But you
My
have...
daughter, Twin Sprout, an adorable little onion.
Tiny little onion Leshy who
she-
lives
Oh!
inside of his head.
Pigtails.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
she's gone.
heart. Fuck.
We can show the art later.
Alright.
I got it.
She's adorable, and I as a druid, which this is a little weird, can make Leshies.
Yeah. Show players.
Strange.
Oh.
Jesus.
Don't say that about my daughter. She's not that ugly.
She is
It's
an
just like-
onion.
I have like full screen on Foundry. It's
Yeah. She's tiny.
She is tiny. Yes.
She probably moves as fast as you guys.
She has
which is
25-foot speed.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know why.
She's adorable and basically useless.
Yeah.
Like me.
And she lives
I was
around.
gonna
Yeah.
say.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
Alright. So it is at this time that I will turn things over to the five of you to just sort of get to know one another. You can decide if your characters already know each other in any capacity, or figure out why and on what conditions you're willing to undertake this quest. But you are all willing to undertake this quest because it's a one-shot and you have to have buy-in.
I have no money. How can I buy?
You know who does have money? Reaching rings do.
Why you got
Carrying
money
around
there?
two
I have, like,
gold
full-size
pieces.
gold coins, so I have like them on my back, and they're just like.
So I will
Your
point out that
shield.
you are small creatures. You're not tiny. So you're anywhere from 3 to 4.5 feet tall, probably. You can decide how tall you are because they didn't fill that in on your character sheet at all. So yeah, entirely up to you exactly how tall you are in that region. But you are all small creatures. It's your turn to talk.
I'm gonna go first. I'm Sunsipper. I am a Lotus Leshy, and I'm a cleric of Ray. And I think I'm on the smaller side of a Leshy. And I think I think I know everyone. I'm just gonna say I know everyone because I go around to heal people and to help people. So I'm always looking out for other Leshy who might be hurt.
Okay.
I hurt myself frequently because I like to fight things.
And who are you?
That was out of character, actually, guys. Or do you think she went into medicine?
So I can heal myself.
This was a call for help.
Everything I do is.
I'm Popcorn. I'm a snap. Is it just Snapdragon?
So the plant that you are made
It's
of
just
is a snapdragon.
Yeah.
I can't remember what your heritage is.
Red dragon something something.
You are a vine leshy.
Oh shit.
That's your heritage.
Oh, ancestry is what I confused with.
Well, ancestry is just leshy.
All right.
What you're thinking
It's
of
your
is your
instinct,
instinct.
which is dragon.
God. All right.
We're
learning.
You have dragon instinct, and more specifically, red dragon instinct,
Got it.
which goes, it fits with your snapdragon.
It's how I make popcorn.
Yeah.
I just go and find corn, and then I get mad, and then it does fire damage, and then I make popcorn, and I share it with people.
That's startlingly accurate.
All right, so I know everybody too, then.
Aggressively tackling ears of corn.
I learned either earlier today or late last night that if you critically succeed on an attempt to trip someone, they take 1d6 bludgeoning damage from hitting the fucking ground. So that's fun.
You take 1d6 eat dirt damage?
Yep.
I need more Leshies to share popcorn with, so I have to fix this problem.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
Samus is like, I'm a
Well,
Leshy.
hang on. What would you do
For a Klondike bar.
if you found a corn leshy?
Murder.
Probably murder it. It probably, just like, that's corn, gotta eat it. Pop,
It's like
pop.
that one end from the Two Towers who got set on fire.
Oh, God.
I'd probably kill it. Please don't give me a corn Leshy.
All right. So we're gonna use the popcorn method. So you're gonna pick someone at the table that you know, and then they're gonna introduce themselves.
Josh.
Me?
Yeah.
I am Fang, the leaf leshy. I normally watch popcorn, fight their valiant battles, and tell the tales.
Cute.
All right. And who else do you know?
Probably reaching ring.
All right. And Tim.
I think that ties in because I think reaching ring who, yeah, he's a Fungus Leshy. I see him as like years and years ago. He was really active, like he was semi like folk heroic, like he was kind of like a Zorro type character, and then like his druid died, and he just disappeared for 10 years. So like everyone kind of knew his name, and then he just vanished, and then he's like heard the call, and after 10 years, has just kind of like woken up from whatever like glade he was in, and just wandered back into society. So that's why the bard would know his name.
Got it. Okay.
Things about
Of
him.
course, we all have these stories about the cool things that you went off to do during those
Yeah,
10
who knows whether
years.
they're fact or fiction,
Right.
but there are certainly
Definitely
like tales
played it up.
of tales of things that Reaching Rings achieved. But just you might even like see Reaching Rings and be like, that can't be the real Reaching Rings. Like he died 10 years ago.
Right.
So it's just a copycat. You have no clue what's the real me. But that's kind of because he's
The
a
Reaching
hermit,
Rings
he
was
gets
6
to-
feet tall.
Oh my the biggest Leshy you've ever seen!
Holy shit!
His eyes were fire.
That's not safe.
Okay. And how would you know Bottlespeaker?
I don't know much about Bottlespeaker. To comment, tell me some stuff about Bottlespeaker.
I'm gonna say that there was a brief conversation with a young Bottlespeaker, and the advocacy of Leshies everywhere, Leshydom, was passed on to me, as I am a fierce advocate for embodied nature spirits of all sizes and strengths,
Okay.
as well as self-appointed, we'll ignore that part, protector of other Leshies. Or actually, we had a conversation where I was like, could you sign my back? Very, very young Bottlespeaker.
Just this impressionable kid that like caught me leaping out of someone one like, this is so cool.
Oh my god, you're Reaching Rings!
I like gave you one of my spare daggers.
Right.
So it's like, here you go, kid.
But instead of like syndroming from Incredibles, I actually turned out to be an okay person. And then I learned how to make Leshies, and I've been doing my best to be a protector since Reaching Rings disappeared.
Okay.
But then you're back from mossy
Apparently
space.
dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, this is my daughter. Hi.
I am Twin Sprout.
Oh my god, I'm in love.
I love you.
So,
No.
so it is.
She can speak.
It is noteworthy that the five of you are capable of speech. Most Leshies cannot. I believe Twin Sprout has
Twin
the
Sprout
speech.
also has speech.
Okay. So yeah, most Leshies are just utterly incapable of speech.
Weird.
Not even like, oh, I only speak Leshy and I don't speak Common. They just can't speak. But you five are noteworthy. 6, including Twin Sprout, are noteworthy in that you can speak, which makes you natural sort of ambassadors to outside the goddamn forest. So an interesting thing about the Verduran forest is that it sits on top of several national borders. Like, several bordering nations have just decided to put their borders into the middle of the forest and then staked no real claim to anything inside of the forest because Leshies are pretty territorial. They stick to their own, but they're not willing to just, let people steal their natural beauty and all that.
Yeah, leave my beauty alone.
Yeah. So the
I'm gonna cut you.
so
Well, that was Twin Sprout. That was my dog.
God.
Alright, there's Steph.
That's the territorial part.
Oh, okay.
Anyone who comes near, I'm gonna fucking cut
I'd
you.
like to point out that you have a flail.
Cut you with my flail.
What have you got there? A knife!
A knife!
Also,
No!
your flail, the heads, so it's a 3-headed flail,
Yeah.
and the
In there,
heads
yeah.
of that flail are skulls.
Are they not like onions grown into the shape of little skulls?
Oh,
Are they actual
Yeah,
skulls?
No, it's popcorn. It's corn
That's
kernels
horrifying.
carved into.
Oh.
It's canon. It's now popcorn kernels cut into.
That's very
skulls.
large popcorn.
Yeah,
I mean,
That is
we're
much
very
more
large
PG.
plants.
I'm tiny.
Anyway, so the most recent Leshies that have gone missing are a pair of lavender Leshies who are just this adorable couple. Just absolutely fucking adorable. Always seen walking around hand in hand. They are absolute fucking relationship goals. They're 6 inches tall. And they were last seen down by the river. Seems like a decent place to start.
When is last seen?
I believe that was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no real cause for alarm yet. Like,
Yeah, it
nobody's
hasn't
seen
been
them in a
24
while. We
hours.
should probably check.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, no, I think we should investigate the river.
All right.
Or do they have like a usual spot for romantic lavender?
They're a kissing spot.
They do
Aw.
actually.
Make
so,
out
might interrupt
point.
something.
Yeah, so Sunsipper knows this spot very well. There is.
You do.
So there is. This is where Sunsipper goes to sip on that sun.
Someone's son, anyway.
I'm out. Fucking Christ.
Someone's son, yeah.
So there is a river crossing that is not too bad for larger leshies like yourselves, but smaller, lighter weight leshies have always had a hard time crossing this river. So years ago, Sunsipper, you built a bridge across this river. Just
I'm dope.
crafted a bridge out of vines.
He did it for the vine.
Awesome.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Disinspiration for you.
Yeah, I'm taking psychic damage for that one.
It's called mental damage.
I think that was alignment damage.
Try lightning damage instead. Oh no, sorry, electricity.
Electricity,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
we got a
okay.
raid back.
Hey!
Hi.
Hi!
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone
Nice
who raided.
to see you.
So yeah, years ago you created a vine bridge across this river, and as you head to the river, when you get there, you find that the bridge is ruined.
Oh no.
The
Oh, no.
fallen branches that made up its railings and planks are scattered along the shoreline downriver. The vines hang limply and just sway in the running water. And yeah, what do you do?
Just run to the riverbank and drop to my knees and no.
Okay.
And then just try to see if I can start patching it together or something.
Can I see how it was torn?
Yeah.
So yeah. So you're just gonna sort of reel in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'd like to cast Stabilize on the vine.
Say it again.
I'd like to cast Stabilize on the vine.
Where is where is the thing? There it is. So go ahead and make either a crafting or nature or perception check to determine the cause of the breaking of the bridge.
Nature, wait, where did I see
Crafting, nature,
Oh, okay.
or perception.
My perception and crafting are both the same, so we'll just roll crafting. Public roll?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you get the vague sense that something's not quite right, but you're not really sure. Like you're just like, I don't know. This doesn't look snap, but you can't really place why.
Something's not right.
Oh.
It's not right.
Feel free to dogpile.
Would
a
I be
check.
able to determine it?
Oh yeah. Is it just I don't see my perception.
So perception is
It's
not
on
in your
the-
skills. It's on
yeah.
the left side of your character sheet.
Right. Yeah.
It is separate.
Yeah,
It's
it is
How do I
separate.
know what modifier I have?
It should say
it
plus
says it on the
something
left.
next to it. Does it?
Ooh.
Next to the eyeball?
Oh, it adapts. Oh, it's super gonna be perception.
So what you're the drop down that you're fiddling with is the initiative drop down. Just above that is just the perception section.
Or a lifesaver.
Because a lot of the time, initiative is perception based.
Typically, initiative is perception based, but at DM's discretion, you can use other checks. So Bottlespeaker and Sunsipper, you take one look at this vine, and you can tell that this vine was hacked at with a sharp knife.
Oh, cruelty!
Why are you getting
Unless you usually use weapons.
Not typically. The five of you are pretty exceptional in that regard.
Are there like tracks anywhere? Like, are there foot imprints or anything that would other characteristics?
Go ahead and make a perception check to seek.
I will. Do I have to do anything special for that?
No, just perception check.
Okay.
That one guy gave you a cheer.
You can use guidance. You can cast guidance.
I'm
We got
good.
cheer for everyone and me and
Everybody.
and
Everybody.
and me.
Thank you.
One clarification I do want to just point out. So take 20 will essentially work the same way that it does in Dungeons and Dragons. It does give you a result on your check as if you had rolled a 20, with the caveat that it cannot critically succeed.
Yeah.
So the reason that is noteworthy in Pathfinder is that in Pathfinder you critically succeed if you exceed the DC by 10 or more, which frequently happens when you roll a 20 as long as your modifiers aren't garbage in that circumstance. But taking 20 does not allow you to critically succeed. So you give up the possibility of critical success for the certitude of succeeding. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I get to add a guidance +1.
Yep.
If I choose to use this.
Yeah.
Thanks.
23.
Woo!
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So on the nearby riverbank, you do find a scattering of tiny purple flower petals amid the gravel.
Is that the equivalent of finding blood?
Seems like it.
Roll
Oh my
nature.
god. I would also like to know that shit.
Sure. Roll nature.
Just 15s across the board today. Got it.
So,
Give me that sort of
so both of you are able to identify this as lavender petals. But reaching rings, you specifically are able to determine that these petals came from a Leshy.
In a moment
The
of...
analog of it being blood.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like, it's a...
Yeah.
Twin Sprout like starts to peek out over the top of my gourd, and I just push her down. Just no.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. We should cross and follow.
Yeah, is there a trail, or is it just these two petals and that's it?
So it's a handful of a scattering of tiny purple flower petals. There is no trail that you can see from here.
Well, they cut down the bridge, so clearly something must be going on the other side.
Twin Sprout, is that you?
I have not settled on this voice yet.
All right.
How do we cross?
How is the river rushing, or is it?
It
wide?
is fairly rapid. Yeah,
Oh.
so it's about 30 feet across. It is a fairly rapid current. If you were...
How far can you jump in Pathfinder? What determines that?
that is a good question. What does the leap action tell me?
Leap.
Let's control space for a quick insert. Leap. You can leap up to 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet,
Okay.
or 15 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 30 feet.
Oh. Well, it's still not enough to get you across.
I have 30.
He has 30 feet. But
Ouch.
the 15-foot
Yeah.
leap's not
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
You could swim across. If
By train.
I will point out that... Why did it rearrange?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. That's alright.
They
Quick
usually,
fix.
They usually
Disconnected
never...
from
Oh, did you just... Okay.
We got you, Booba.
Yeah.
Welcome back. So I will point out that the river, despite its rapidity, is only about 3 feet deep. As a small creature, that's significant. But
we could wade in theory.
In theory, you could wade. I mean, you would be swimming.
Sure.
Like you would have to.
Oh.
Yeah, you would have to swim. There would be no wading. Like if you try to put your feet down and walk, you'll just be swept down the river.
Feel like swimming? You also.
You can swim against the current.
Okay.
You can't really.
Yeah, if we go a little up and then swim diagonally.
Right. Or we could try to remake the bridge, no?
That would require like getting the vines from the other side too. So.
How wide is this river again? Sorry.
About 30 feet.
So what I'll do... Shit. Do we have, like, ropes or anything?
I was going to say, if I...
Okay.
The bridge is still sort of intact. If I climb to the end of the bridge, tie a rope off on myself until the end of the bridge, then we go up. Upriver from it, and then we try and swim across, and then at least if something happens, we get swept away.
Oh.
We'll still always within 50 feet of the bridge end.
Yeah.
When we get to the other side, you'll still be within 50 feet of the end of the bridge.
I was just going to recommend, like, I swim across with a rope and someone else hold it, but that also works.
Yeah. I would like to point out that Sunsipper, as a Lotus Leshy, you are lighter than most Leshies and can walk on water.
Oh, what the fuck?
Cool.
What?
What?
I can?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I did not.
I don't know where that is
Plant
on your
Jesus.
character sheet.
An ancestry features?
I didn't. No, I don't. I only have plant
Yeah,
nourishment.
all you have is plant nourishment. Let me pull it up on Demiplane.
Well, that's dope.
Lotus Leshy, you effortlessly float on the surface of water. You can walk on the surface of still water and other non-damaging liquids, moving at half your normal speed. You can attempt to walk along the surface of flowing water as well, still moving at half speed, but doing so requires a successful acrobatics check to balance, using the DC of a swim check to move through the water. On a failure, you fall into the water. This acrobatics check doesn't use an action. So basically, it lets you use acrobatics rather than athletics to swim.
Yay. I'm gonna do that. I can get a rope across. I can get one of the vines across, and then you can just jungle rope.
Oh, someone's listening to the stream.
Shadow is just trying to fix his audio.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Oh no.
Do not peek behind the curtain.
Oh no.
There is no thin veil.
I think we're good now.
We're not real.
Part the kimono.
You good? Can you hear us?
We can't hear
You're
you.
muted.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It was all going
it's
so
all
well.
Teething problems. Keep going.
I have Samus hair.
You
on
say
my-
teething problems?
Yes.
Okay.
teething?
It's a phrase. Teething.
Yeah.
I mean, I know teething.
But like, contextually, it doesn't make sense to us Americans.
Teething problems?
No, but
Because
like,
you don't have teeth.
Growing pains?
Yeah, growing pains I get. Teething problems.
Same
is-
thing.
oh, teething just sounds really weird to me.
Teething?
Yeah.
Like when babies are teething?
Yeah, no, I know.
No, I get the idea.
Yeah.
It's just that I've never.
You guys have never... Really? No?
Short-term problems that occur in the early stages of a new project.
Oh,
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
okay. Well,
Okay,
understand.
Well.
Well,
I'm in. I'm with you.
learn something new every day.
We live in Hickville. We don't use fancy phrases.
I grew up here,
Americans.
so I know how to...
We ain't
So,
got no teeth here.
so
You're not wrong. I'm eating candy by the
That's
pound.
true.
We ain't had teeth since 1795.
no.
Oh no.
That's the paladin.
Oh
We
no.
hear you though, Shadow.
No, speak clearly.
Yeah, no, we
No,
can't.
still can't hear him.
No.
Can't
Boo-boo.
hear. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's it, you're banned forever. Banished.
Don't
To
say
the dark
that.
place.
No, no.
So, Sunsipper, you're gonna tie a rope to a remaining portion of the bridge and just sort of carry it to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll acrobatics.
I'm a guide myself.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
19.
That is a failure.
Oh no.
DCs are way different in...
DCs are very different in Pathfinder. I would like to
Fuck.
point out that Moritz has a plus 11 medicine. Like, at level 3, plus 11 is not unheard of. You have plus 11 perception. Yeah. So, like...
Is that
if-
better?
I got this.
Yeah!
Hey!
Yeah. There we go.
Sunsipper
Sorry.
is
So Sunsipper is shakily walking across the moving water and then topples in.
Well, we could
I
just
imagine
pull
you were
in.
tied up on this end first.
Yeah.
Right.
So that when
Yeah.
you walked over at least.
So yeah.
Yeah, so you essentially just get washed down, and then because of the way that you're tied, you just wash right to the shore, and then you can just climb out a little wetter than before.
You want to try again?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And you are now immune to guidance for the next hour.
Fuck.
Saren Ray, I swear to you,
Fuck.
I got this.
You don't got this.
Oh god.
Sunsipper
was
tries
like,
again, immediately
Man, I
falls
have a
in.
+7. What can go wrong?
Third time's a charm.
Oh.
Do it
oh,
again.
I swear.
Testing my patience.
Hey!
Third time's the
Arms of
charm.
an angel.
You rolled a 19. Alright.
I mean, what was the...
The
no,
DC
obviously
was
the DC
20.
was 20, so
Oh god. Damn it.
Hence the sieve.
not a critical.
Yeah. So you do make it across with the rope attached to the one half of the bridge, and you can
Yeah,
just
can I
sort of-
secure it on this side?
Yeah, so you can. So there are posts on either side of the bridge that essentially stake it into the ground. So you can just take this. I'm assuming ropes are 50 feet in this game.
I can't assume anything.
Only 50 feet.
It
Hold
was
on.
a
I'm gonna-
vine that we used, so...
Well, you would have needed to tie something to the
They
vine.
are 50 feet.
They are okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so
Rope,
you can
50 feet.
just sort of pull that taut. You've got like half a bridge pulled taut,
Yeah.
but at least there's a rope as well. Yeah, so you've got a rope across the river now.
I guess we'll cry.
You got something to tie it to?
There's a post. I just said
I
that.
missed that, sorry. Now we go.
All right. So a single rope is not like bulletproof. So you are still going to need to make checks to swim.
Okay.
It's just going to be a lot easier now.
Alright, dope. What do we do?
Athletics.
Athletics?
Swim. We can all just go for it.
Yep.
Go.
Is
Yeah.
the rope? You maybe just established. Is the rope taut?
Yeah.
Or is it loose?
Yeah. Yeah, the rope is taut.
Can I try and do the showy offy thing of trying to like walk it?
Slackline
Absolutely. Roll acrobatics to balance.
Sure.
If
I'm gonna tie myself. I'm gonna tie a loop onto myself, so if I fall, at least I'm still attached to that rope. Yeah.
I want to show off, but like in a safe way.
Damn it!
Ha, you suck.
I need to find out how to set the DC for this.
There should actually be a note in the journals based on Aaron's stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
for balancing across a rope?
For DC, for just general DC.
Oh, yeah. No, I have
Oh, okay.
I have the setting of DC stuff. Yeah, so that's not gonna be enough.
Sam can tell.
I figure. I rolled a 4.
So failure. You remain stationary to keep your balance, or you fall.
Okay.
I'm okay with falling. I had the rope, and I'll just like then
Okay.
do what everyone else is doing. I guess I'll do athletics.
So popcorn. Ooh. So that is a critical failure.
Oh no.
So not only do you not make it across, you get swept under,
Oh no.
and you get knocked off some rocks and
Oh,
take
cool.
6 bludgeoning
Oh,
damage.
no!
Lovely.
Before washing back to the shore you started
Oh.
on, and you get to try again.
Fucking hate this.
And then I see that that Tim has given up on showing off and is now just swimming while holding a rope.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he fell in, but he was tied off, so he's just going to finish off.
All right. And then Fluff Fang, if you'd like to.
Yeah, can I like try and dance along the rope?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll acrobatics.
Oh my god.
Can I do it with performance?
I'll allow it.
Put on a show?
Sing us a pretty song while you do it.
Yeah, I'll hum something.
Bottlespeaker has to like turn his head upside down while this is happening, just to like, get the water out.
You fucked up too.
You also rolled a 4. But you're an expert. And that made all the difference, as the DC was 15.
Dear God in heaven.
Damn it.
There it is.
There it
Jesus.
is. All right, Bottlespeaker. Fine. Just pour your head out.
Twin Spout just.
All right.
Go again.
Everyone has made it across, and only 6 damage was taken.
Look,
Are you
buddy.
okay? Popcorn.
Huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Popcorn's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I made it across in one go.
Oh, I thought you were the one that took. Oh, it's Bottlespeaker.
No, it's Bottlespeaker.
Oh, sorry.
That's Moses.
Bottlespeaker, are you okay?
I'm like, I'm fine.
Bottle speaker?
Bottle.
Bottle.
Bowl. Yeah, Bottlespeaker.
Boy,
This is
thanks
my
on
voice,
Bottlespeaker.
man. This is my one-shot voice.
Here, wait, do we have a
It's
pen?
my daughter, Pipsqueak.
Yeah. So you have all made it to
Wait,
the
hold
other
on,
side.
hold on.
yeah, I'm kidding. I know I'm gonna
Listen. There's a reason I killed that character.
You've all made it to the other side of the river.
I did shop briefly on Amazon for like a fake cigar for you, and I was gonna send it to you, but like, there's no good prop cigars.
Okay.
We'll just send you a real cigar.
Yeah, just send him a real cigar.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to taste tobacco the whole time.
Yeah.
Dip it in wax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cover it in resin.
No.
So you guys are on the far side of the river.
Are there any tracks on this side?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh boy.
And you guys can dogpile it.
Alright.
Alright.
Ah.
Wee!
God damn,
Dear
Popcorn.
God.
Pop, pop!
Pop.
No!
Pop what magnitude? Pop what?
It was not.
What?
It was not going to be long before that was.
No, it's right. It's right the fuck there.
So literally everyone but Sunsipper notices that, yep, those are boots. So you find the footprints of a medium-sized bipedal creature wearing boots.
People.
Like there's a clear like semicircular heel print, very like obvious, like I don't know how to describe that shape, but like the front of a fucking boot.
Yeah.
They did not try to hide their tracks.
Did someone get plucked?
And can we follow them, or is it just like just here?
No, yeah, they lead off into this direction.
A trail.
Follow it.
Says the only one who didn't notice them.
Right.
Well,
Can
no,
we
I point
tell-
Yeah, we all
Sunsipper's
are.
head down. So
We all just.
Can we
Sunsipper's
tell
like-
how old they are? Like, by like,
Mm.
if there was a rain recently, are they still damp or is it drying? Like, is there any way to determine?
You can roll survival.
My strong suit, sure. That's survival. Oh, there it is. Nope.
Yeah, you can't really tell how old they are.
follow it.
Yes. No, we can only assume this is a dastardly person.
All right. So as you begin to follow this trail, it's obviously very muddy by the riverbank, what with there being plentiful water. But the further you get from the water, the drier the ground gets, the harder it is to follow the tracks.
Mhm.
So someone is going to have to take the lead and follow this trail. Who would like to roll survival? to
Wait.
do so.
I have just the thing for this. And I will produce from inside my pack, not my head. Because Twin Sprout actually will jump
I
from my
have it.
head
I
into
have
my pack. And you'll hear rummaging like,
Oh, I can't. Oh, where'd it go? Dad, help.
and then
She just ratatouille.
Huh?
Like,
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she'll pop out holding a 1-inch onyx statue of a dog.
Oh,
What's that?
okay.
I found him!
What?
And she'll scurry down my body and place it on the ground.
Uh-huh.
And then I will, thank you, Sunsipper, and plop her back in my head. Just, midnight! And the statue will turn into a guard dog.
All right.
What?
Who is extra good at tracking.
Do you
is that?
have stats for this guard dog?
I do, but
You
I
sure?
can't. You have to drag them out, and I don't have permission to view them because I'm just a player.
Okay.
fuck?
How? Drag it out where?
It's in my inventory. Can I do this? You didn't have permission to create a new token for guard dog actor.
Okay.
Did that work? There we go.
Did you do the thing?
I put it in chat. Maybe you can do a thing.
Hey, look, there's a guard dog.
There's a face man.
There's a guard dog token.
Oh, hello.
Okay. I'm guessing you don't have control over it.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nor do I have a sheet.
Yeah. I've got a sheet for it. I don't see. Oh, there's the skills. Okay. So
You do have a sheet for it.
I do have a sheet for it. Yes. So you would like the guard dog to take the lead. So this is an onyx dog.
Yeah.
Okay. So the dog is going to take the lead and try and track.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With a +4 circumstance bonus to survival checks to track. And it has dark vision. When the dog senses a hidden creature with its scent, the creature is instead observed and concealed.
It has a +4 circumstance check.
To survival checks to track. That
Wow.
is in the item.
It seems busted.
Wow. Okay.
Here,
All
there's
right.
the item.
Yeah.
That probably would have helped. I probably should have done that.
Right.
It trivialized everything.
Well, not everything. Just this one thing.
Yeah.
If
Hopefully.
we activated
These are
once.
pre-gens as well.
Yeah,
so-
these are
Yeah.
pre-gen.
Yeah.
A lot of the items in your sheet are purpose-built for scenarios in the adventure.
Which is why I'm using it now instead of doing that Skyrim shit where you save all your potions till the end. And then you realize you never
Yeah.
use
Oh my
them.
god, does that mean my arsenic is gonna come in handy for something?
So I'll go ahead and roll.
I have
with the-
arsenic.
Hello. So that's a 25.
Nice.
So it naturally has a +4 survival. Not the greatest, but +4 circumstance,
Mm-hmm.
and getting a 17 on the die.
Sure, that helps.
That also
Really not
helps.
that great at survival.
It's not amazing.
Like, I'm better than that?
Can we ride it?
What the fuck?
Can we ride it?
It is small, so
Yeah.
No.
It's still a dog.
it's still a dog, and that lasts for
What's Brad good?
6 hours.
It's also like it can fight. It can see.
I know, I just want to ride the dog.
Well, you can try.
To battle!
Yeah.
Turd Sprout's like, and like jumps on midnight.
Oh.
I want to call him Onyx, and that's not right.
All right. So you follow this trail with the dog at the lead for about an hour when you come across a small clearing, in the middle of which is a small campsite with the burned out remnants of a bonfire and some refuse. It was not a leave only footprints kind of hiker. It was not that kind of person. But there's a burned out campfire and some other, some goings on.
How old's the fire?
Go ahead and roll. I have no fucking clue.
Survival.
Probably.
Probably.
That's what we would roll in D&D, right?
Yeah.
Like... no.
Brew.
This was a fire.
You just get so intoxicated from the scent of smoke that you're just thoroughly enjoying it. And as you approach, so I need to actually roll a
I get
thing.
intoxicated with my fucking red dragon all over. What? No.
What?
Yeah,
What
this
are you
is like
saying?
crack fruit. This is catnip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start rolling around in the ashes. And coughing, apparently.
So I need everyone to tell me your perception DC. So that's going to be 10 plus your perception modifier.
18.
T1.
21.
19.
18, 19. I heard a 20. I think I didn't hear from Tim.
19.
19. Okay. All right. So none of you know this.
Oh, go fast.
Well,
None of you notice anything.
Sounds like the
Really?
the module.
What about the dog?
Yeah, does the dog have a crazy high perception? Because
Let's see.
sniffer.
Guard dog. It's perception.
It's gotta be worse than mine. There's no fucking way.
Where the fuck
I
is
mean,
its
it's a-
perception?
It doesn't
Guard dog
perceive anything.
thing?
It's got a +6.
No.
What a useless piece of I mean, I'm so happy to see you, Midnight.
Also,
Sam's
the
almost
module tells me the highest of your perception DCs because
Ah.
it says DC 21 if the party consists of the 4 Leshies presented in this adventure. I did homebrew Sunsipper. Like I made Sunsipper, but like I could have just double checked. Anyway, yeah. So none of you notice anything. Untoured.
Are there clear exits from this clearing, or is it just?
Yeah, so the trail does continue past, and the trail on the other side of the clearing is much fresher.
I'm gonna before we continue. I'm gonna check to make sure there's no traps have been left in the lake on the new path before we go anywhere.
Okay. So I think that's just a seek, searching for traps.
I have a thing called Trap Finder, which I can click, which does something.
Okay.
Makes my perception go up.
Oh yeah, you get a +1 circumstance bonus to perception checks to find traps.
And I just roll perception. There you go, 20.
Woo! Oh, Bobbin.
Oh, Samus, what's wrong? What's wrong?
All right. So as you start. Oh, what a dumb thing.
Sam, it's so dry in here. I'm sorry, you're shocky. Sorry, your electricity type damage. That was funny.
Sure.
I'm funny.
Maybe my luck for that.
No.
Yes! I'll take it!
Can I take away someone else's?
No!
So I don't actually
Listen,
know
it
how.
was topical.
So let's see how the search activity
So
works.
over-the-counter fungal creams. It doesn't mean you should reward them.
Fucking bite me.
Okay.
So typically, the search activity would be handled with a hidden check or a secret check. So you didn't roll hidden,
Oh.
but you crit. So like,
Sorry.
it's pretty. No, it's fine. We don't. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So why would you? So with a crit, I think I can safely tell you there are no traps here. There's no concealed tripwire that's gonna make a fucking log.
There's like net that's just waiting to catch all the Leshies coming after the ones that are missing. Is kind of my concern.
Nothing like that.
Is there anything here that would indicate where they were going?
Go ahead and roll perception to just. I mean, you could all look around. You are just enraptured by this vaguely lavender scented smoke. Actually, it's vaguely
No.
jasmine scented. I
Oh,
lied.
okay.
You did not just say that. Jesus Lord.
What? Said what?
The
What?
lavender Leshies.
Yeah, you're looking for
So
lavender.
it was
lashes.
lavender smoke.
Sorry, it is jasmine smoke.
Do we know personally any Jasmine Leshies?
Yeah.
No, but you are able to find just kind of like haphazardly kicked into a bush, burnt, like half burnt jasmine candles.
What are those used for?
Yeah.
Smelling good?
Romantic picnics.
Yeah.
But
That
like,
too.
what?
Bottlespeaker, you notice the
Sam, it's no
campfire
squeakers, baby. No squeakers.
has not only
No squeakers.
burnt out wood, but also mostly eaten remnants of trail rations, as well as a scattering of shiny shells, smooth stones, and mostly burnt feathers.
Does this look like some sort of weird ritual?
As Leshies, you can all automatically recognize these as lucky charms, often carried by the smaller Leshies in the region.
Did they? All right. Well, I pick all that shit up.
Okay.
And just like we're gonna find him, and we're gonna return everything back to him. It's okay. We're gonna find him.
If we're proceeding, I'm gonna pull out my short bow just to be like.
All right.
I've been using my staff as a walking stick. Hope that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Dark tidings.
Try not to get mad. Thanks for the follow.
Bottle it up.
Hello.
Keep it inside.
It's really hard for me. Do you mean me?
No!
Wait for the right moment and then crush them.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No!
His name is Bottlespeaker. His whole job is not bottling it out.
Let it
I-
all out.
I speak for the bottles.
You speak the bottles.
We got a
Sounds
cheer
like a
from
group
the
of, like,
Malloy for Josh.
flies.
For Josh.
Oh.
Hi, Malloy.
Josh.
For Josh.
The Josh.
The Josh.
Oh, so he should be at 2 now. Alright. Yeah. Now what?
We find him and then
Yeah,
we
I
kill him.
I guess keep trying to follow the tracks.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you turn to leave this makeshift campsite, you hear a giggle from up in the trees and a sort of cartoonish as a bag flies out of the tree and hits Popcorn on the side of the head.
Yeah.
You do not take any damage. And you hear an absolutely disgustingly saccharine voice yell, "Popcorn!
The fuck?
The seeds in that bag are just your type. Cook them up and munch them, and you'll toughen them up for a bit." Sorry about hitting you in the head. It's such a tempting target.
What?
And you see this face from the trees. Where is... I need the orb. The orb.
Or
You see this face.
She looks positively evil.
she's a psychopath.
She is a pixie. And Popcorn, you recognize this pixie. She's one of several who like throwing things at you.
Is that our only relationship?
Pretty much.
Fuck you, bitch.
Her name is Glimmer.
Oh my god!
She has foxglove shoulder pads, so she must be evil because they're poisonous.
Okay.
I mean, she's not eating them.
Yeah, but she's fucking toxic. What about seeds in my bag? Cook them up? What? Wait, she threw a bag at me.
She threw a bag at you. And it's... So inside that bag are teardrop-shaped blue seeds.
What is it?
Cook them up. Toughen you up for a bit. She does a comical like muscle pose.
But like, I don't want to cook them up now, right? How these work? Is this temporary? Like what? I want to eat. I want to cook one up and eat it. How many are in here?
I mean, it's a sack full of them.
If it's a sack full of fucking
I'm sorry, it's a sack full of
Seeds.
seeds.
nuts.
I lied.
Narrowly
Apparently, it is a sack containing 4 large blue seeds.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
A capital L large?
No.
It's gonna take me
my
3
God.
weeks to eat this.
I would have killed Popcorn.
If I had to
What's the
guess,
plan?
they're like 2 or 3 inches long each.
Jesus.
Avocado stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Jesus. All right.
Tell me again how you didn't take damage from getting conked in the head with it.
Thick skull.
You just knock some one of those skulls in your flail.
So she continues to just talk at you, just like essentially asking like, what are y'all doing here? Why are you all together?
None of your business.
Haven't seen a group of this many Leshies in one place since some derogatory statement.
Oh,
just
now you want to talk instead of just throw things at me.
basically just making fun of you.
Get lost!
Do you see anything around these parts? We're looking for some friends of ours.
Her eyes widen. She's like, so that's what that fella was on about. Yeah, so I was like hiding up the tree, and some guy was sitting here, like he had a bag, and it was kind of like wriggling, and, like he yelled at the bag, and he says, "Be quiet, or I'll throw more than your toys in the fire." And then he got really quiet, and the bag stopped moving, and the bag got quiet too, and I got bored, so I fell asleep, and I took a nap, and then when I woke up, you were here.
What did the guy look like?
He was like a guy, like a human, wearing like green and yellow, kind of like a strappy thing.
Backpack.
No, like the clothes had like
Suspenders.
I guess
A brazier.
Green and yellow.
maybe.
What? What about Jello?
He had,
Green and yellow.
he had-
Okay,
he
got
had
it.
really, like his teeth were like really shiny.
I said Jello.
Big messy red hair.
Sounds like an average human to me. They all have shiny teeth.
From what I know about humans, that does sound like them.
Are leprechauns a thing in Pathfinder?
Do we know any of the surrounding countries have green and yellow as like a color?
Go ahead and roll society.
Well, that's laughable.
Does anyone
I'll
around
tell you,
consume
wow.
large quantities of mercury?
I consume large quantities of blue seeds, apparently.
I mean,
I'm still trying to understand the comment about mercury.
Oh, because mercury was used to treat syphilis, but it turns your teeth solar.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Yes,
I like
we don't
the
use mercury
satisfying
anymore.
crunch sound right
Yeah.
after the tooth comment. I'm gonna
I'm
give,
sorry, can you hear those?
yeah, I'm just gonna give you
No,
luck.
no.
No, I'm giving you luck for that. It was great.
Yeah, that was just comedic timing on your
Yeah,
part.
I thought that was on purpose.
So with that, you do not. So that should have been a recall knowledge check, which
Okay.
should have been a secret roll.
Okay.
No, now we know.
But you
You can always delete it. No, I won't.
right. But you did at least roll high enough not to critically fail. So I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
It's
was
just
like-
a normal failure. So you just don't know.
I want Reese's Pieces. Stop holding out on me.
I'm not holding on.
Are these the blue seeds?
They're
Will I
a
consume
button for
them?
recall
Yeah.
knowledge.
So you can add it to your character sheet on the acting or the actions tab.
Oh, okay.
You can
I have a thing that helps recall knowledge, so I was just...
Gotcha. Okay. Interestingly, the recall knowledge says critical success, a thing. Success, a thing. Critical failure, you get incorrect information. It just does not say anything about a failure. Just nothing happens.
I feel like nothing needs to be said.
So yeah, you.
All right.
Can we keep going now?
I guess.
Yeah, we still have a trail to
I'm
follow.
not stopping you.
Bye, bitch.
Oh my god.
Wow. Holy shit. Goddamn.
Look, if her entire relationship with me is throwing shit at my head,
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. So she, so as you're walking away, so she waits until you're actually like leaving.
mhm.
She just yells after you, "Good luck! The seeds taste real good when you cook them up."
Got it.
Would you mind if I take a look at those?
Yeah, is she gonna poison me?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
All right.
Or they're gonna explode and kill you.
Yeah. Can I figure out what they are? Do I know what they are?
Go ahead and roll crafting.
Can I also do that?
Roll crafting.
Because I got a good look at him.
So this is going to be a recall knowledge with crafting. So go ahead and make those rolls blind rolls.
Darn.
Blind
so I
GM.
can maybe lie to you.
Wee.
Where the fuck is my crafting?
On the
There it is.
right hand
Skills
side.
right column.
Not nature, you say.
Correct. I will allow you to use cooking lore instead if you're better at that.
I do have herbalism lore.
Ooh.
Wait, where's cooking lore?
If you scroll
Oh,
down
I see.
past your skills, there's a lore section.
Got it. No, I'm better at crafting. I'll take that one.
Okay. So neither of you actually know what cooking these seeds will do.
It's gonna kill me.
That might kill you.
Can I try cooking one?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So go ahead and roll crafting.
For the
To
record,
to cook them.
I have like, is it a background? What is it? What's it called? Background. I'm a cook, and all of my utensils are like shells. They're like kernels. They're just broken in a certain way. So like I have a tiny like baby spoon and a tiny baby like spatula. What am I rolling?
Crafting. And this is a check to craft food and drink, which means you get a +1 circumstance bonus from your seasoned skill feat that you got from your cook background.
Okay, so modifier circumstance +1 add.
You know, stand well back.
Yeah, definitely take cover behind something.
Gotta do the cooking by the book. I'm gonna look. Well, do I have to?
You rolled an 8.
You're an expert. So your DC should be low.
Yeah,
That's not how.
No.
No, that expert just gives you more proficiency bonus.
Never mind.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try looking it.
All right.
I believe in you.
So
Yeah.
that's way better.
All right.
So you are able to quickly like deduce how best to cook these and get them cooked. And as you do so, they puff up, and like they're seed shaped, like they're vaguely almond shaped seeds. And as you cook them, they puff up into these weirdly rectangular bricks that are like almost Rice Krispie textured, like Rice Krispie treats textured.
This isn't popcorn.
And they taste like blue raspberry.
Oh my god!
But functionally, they are potions of barkskin.
Dope.
That's pretty dope. Where? Oh, sorry, it's called Barkskin Potion. So a Barkskin Potion, after you drink this bitter draft, your skin thickens like bark. You gain the effects of a 2nd level Barkskin spell. That's fucking goddamn it. The target gains resistance 2 to bludgeoning and piercing damage, and weakness 3 to fire. After the target takes fire damage, it can dismiss the spell as a free action, triggered by taking the damage. So yeah, you've got 4 of those.
Well, your friend there did us a real solid.
It's the only time she's ever done anything nice, I assure you. How do I add 4?
So you can just so if you search for Barkskin Potion, you can just drag it to your sheet.
Oh, drag it. Okay.
Yeah, just drag
Got
it to your sheet and then change the quantity.
Got it. All right.
We. Blaze of glory.
That's what this voice is.
Yep. It's your goblin voice.
Yeah, it's my goblin voice. All right, I got 4.
All right. Okay, so you're going to continue to follow the trail?
Yeah.
All right. So after another hour or so, you reach the southern edge of the Verduran forest. And here, the trees give way to fields of crops and wildflowers, and a small village can be seen just a bit further on. The trail leads into the direction of this village, but as it starts getting closer to the village, the trail comes to a road, and the trail is lost in the cacophony of trails. I guess it's just lost because this is such a well-traveled road. But before you actually can make your way onto this road, you are set upon by a herd of deer who are sniffing the air hungrily in your direction.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Our fucking natural predators are deer.
And at this time, we're going to roll initiative.
I hadn't even considered the
Yeah.
herbivores are a problem. You don't want to eat me. I'll make you sick.
I don't want to fight a
Is it a
rhinoceros.
perception initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe you can always use perception for initiative unless otherwise stated.
Not necessarily. What is their initiative?
Good rolls.
You want to go first, Tim?
Sure.
Or should I?
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Which of you two is going first?
I am apparently.
Okay. So we're going to just put you at 25.1. Alright. And of course alright. Reaching rings. What do you want to do about this herd of deer that are looking to, eat you? And they're not, angrily, moving towards you. Like, they don't seem to notice that you're people. They're just like, hey, a bunch of plants we can eat. They're moving about. They're looking to graze.
Okay. I'm gonna take one of my sacks of rotten fruit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make, like deer noises. And I'm gonna get this stack of fruit, and I'm gonna run away from the group, but it's actually making some fall out so they can smell it. And I'm just gonna try and get them to go after the pungent fruit instead, so that people have a chance to do something else. I'm just gonna try and run interference with the deer.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Animal handling is a thing, right?
Oh god.
Animal handling is a skill?
There's
I have to,
diplomacy,
It may be
No?
diplomacy.
nature.
There's animal rank. Oh, that's a background.
Yeah, I don't know.
Survival.
It might be survival. Let's see. Command an animal uses nature.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
But is this commanding or is it persuasion? Which is more like diplomacy.
Let's go with nature.
Okay.
I feel like regardless of the approach, it's going to be the same kind of check where you're making a nature check versus their will DC.
Is this just a public roll?
Yep. All right. So their will is actually pretty low. So that is a successful check. So you pull off about a third of the herd that are now just following along, picking up what falls out of the sack and just sort of chasing you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
That's kind of all I'm going to do, really. I'm just trying to pull
Yeah.
pull the herd away with a more obvious and inviting.
Sure. All right. Bottlespeaker.
If they're consumed,
They would be consumed.
need- they need to make a fortitude check.
Oh boy.
DC 15.
Oh, they're gonna fucking.
Is that going to happen on their turn, though?
Yeah, that would happen on their turn. Yeah. Okay.
So currently the deer are just sniffing towards us.
Yeah.
How can I command my dog?
I believe it's going to have the minion tag, which means you would use an action to give it 2 actions. I could be wrong.
I can't even
It
see
has the minion trait. Yeah.
Okay. So I will use one of my actions to tell it to bork. Bork angrily.
All right.
Bork scarily.
Samus is like, you need me?
Samus bork? You need me to bork?
Yeah.
So I think the intent is to scare them away.
Yeah.
So I would probably say that's a command an animal, but using intimidate rather than nature.
Sure, you're the GM.
I
Trust your gut.
I don't know. I don't know that I can do that. And also, your dog is not proficient in intimidate.
Does he get a circumstance bonus because he's a dog and they're a deer?
Probably.
Cool.
I just need to figure out what his intimidation modifier is. Oh no, it's -1.
Well,
so let's add a circumstance.
he's more like a labradoodle. It's not
More
very...
like a Samus.
He's like a Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
So it tries to bark,
Mhm.
and it says deer there because I just renamed the guard dog token so that I just had a token to put in initiative.
Got it.
It's fine. Because I don't have a deer
Got it.
actor, which is useful. It's great. Yeah, tries to bark, but it's made of onyx and does not have vocal cords. So it's just like onyx grinding on itself. Sure. Does not really come across as a bark. Deer are confused but unperturbed.
Okay. Well, he has 2 actions, so he's gonna try it again.
Okay. Does that action have the
attack?
It does not have the attack.
Sure, no. That's good.
Just
roll higher, baby. Wow, what a very consistent grinding sound.
Consistent grinding sound.
Good job. Good boy, Midnight.
Good boy, Midnight. Yeah, that didn't go so well.
Nope.
Not so much.
You're just like, good boy.
I really don't want to hurt these things.
Do you
Fireball.
Do you as a druid have anything that would help you communicate with?
You know, I do, but I don't.
Imagine your idea.
I don't know how.
You appear to have a feature called wild empathy.
I am aware, yeah.
Okay.
I'm aware. If I knew what the fuck make an impression means. Also, I don't know how much, does this mean I can converse with them, or is this just like, hey, we're alive, don't eat us? Because they seem interested no matter what. Like, we're clearly moving around, so... Yeah. I'll do that. I will try to make an impression.
Alright, so go ahead and roll.
Oh man, you're gonna make Ian roleplay a deer? It's my favorite. He did that all the time in Odyssey.
I don't know what I'm trying to do. Communicate with them. I guess don't eat us.
Don't
we are not food.
Okay.
Leshy's
Let me use my overwhelming diplomacy. That's not great.
Wow.
Is guidance... Great. I'll use... So I'm assuming that's an action.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll use my other action first to guidance. Nope. I'm immune. Never mind.
It has been 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I will guidance myself.
All right.
Never mind.
And then make an impression.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Is guidance a fortune effect?
What?
It is
a fortune effect.
Not. So fortune effects are things that affect die rolls in ways that are not just circumstance bonuses. So I thought that it wouldn't be. Guidance. Okay. So the reason I was looking that up is because I have decided that luck and cheerspiration are fortune effects. And the reason that that's significant is that on any given check, you can only benefit from 1 fortune effect.
Alrighty then.
You don't seem to have luck. And you're trying to communicate to the deer that leshies are not food.
Right.
And they don't.
Right. Because I don't speak deer.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you vaguely speak animal.
Very vaguely.
But like, you don't speak deer specifically.
Like I know how to say where's the bathroom,
Right.
and does this train stop at King's Cross Station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where is the library?
Yeah.
Who does not understand how their car works that that car alarm keeps going off?
I don't know.
Maybe
like
everyone
the
just wants
fifth.
to steal that car.
All right.
serious?
So that's gonna be Bottlespeaker's
Yep, that's my whole turn.
sad,
sorry,
sad
honey.
turn. Fluff Fang.
How loud is 4 humans shouting?
I don't know. You want to find out?
Sure. I'd like to cast Ghost Sound.
Okay.
Ghosts.
Ghost sound, which can create a sound as loud as 4 humans shouting.
Seems loud.
Yeah, that does sound
I'm
loud.
gonna have to check that. We're gonna have to test that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say that they're going to get a will save versus your spell save DC. So let's go ahead and roll that. I think that might beat your spell save DC.
These are some
Yeah.
hungry deer.
These are some hungry deer. Like they every one of them stops, looks at the noise, and then they go back to what they were doing.
More interesting food.
Yeah. Also, wait. Oh shit. Their initiative got changed because I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Whoops. All right, so I'll just move them here. All right. Anything else, Fluffang?
No.
All right. So it's their turn.
It's gonna get dark soon, isn't it?
Oh, no.
It might get dark soon. So they
Oh,
are
man.
going to use one action to move about, and then one action to eagerly nibble at a randomly chosen piece. Here.
No!
So we're gonna go 1d5. That's gonna be Sunsipper.
No.
And they that's a hefty nibble.
Just walk on the water that is their saliva.
And I don't have a stat block for him, so I'm doing all this manually, which is great. I'm assuming a 26 hits you.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Mhm.
Alright. For
Is
some
that plus 12?
they have a plus 12.
Fucking deer.
It is
Deer.
it is a herd of deer.
Okay.
The big deer.
Is there a stat block for
Oh,
a herd
dear.
of deer?
Oh dear, dear.
There
Oh,
is,
dear.
but it's a hazard and not a
Okay.
creature, which is why I don't have an actor for it.
Got it.
So that's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Good lord.
As they just chomp on the edges of your petals, and you come away from it looking a little ragged.
Oh my god.
Sunsipper, it's your turn.
Well, I don't know if I'm choosing violence just yet.
They
are
just tried to
they-
eat
so
you,
they're-
bro.
They're on top of me, right? So would you say they fit into a 15-foot cone?
I'm sure.
All right, I'm gonna use my focus spell,
Okay.
and I'm going to dazzling flash.
Woo! Okay.
They all need to make a fortitude save. DC
Alright.
19.
A fortitude take.
No, low hanging fruit.
You guys are probably gonna balk at this.
God, fucking damn it! Oh, it's a success, so they're dazzled.
Yeah, on a success, they are dazzled for a round.
Dazzled.
I don't know, what noises do deer make?
Deer make some weird
Yeah,
noises.
they
Yeah.
make weird
Don't they, like-
bleedy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
bleat.
despite them succeeding on their save, the ones who were just eating you, just kind of fuck off back into the woods.
Yeah, I Gandalf them. Like, "Ah."
All right.
And then I run away.
All right.
I will. Are they still on top of me? Do I need to step?
You would only need to step if you think that they are capable of an attack of opportunity.
I will stride then.
Okay.
I didn't think they were
I will
capable
stride
of an attack.
twice.
A little fucking deer.
All right. So you just put some distance between you and them.
Yeah,
And we'll go to popcorn.
Are some of them fairly close to me?
Yeah.
This is gonna sound dumb as fuck. I apparently have a bottle of ground peppercorns.
Sure.
I would like to douse myself in it and see if they're adverse to that enough to leave me alone, and then like I can give it to everybody else.
Okay.
I hope they sneeze. Cute little deer sneezes.
Can you give me a fortitude save not to sneeze?
Maybe. Where's fortitude?
Should be over on the left.
Ha. I have a cheer, right? Yeah, I'll cheer it. So I'll just do 2 back to back, right? Or is there a way to...
So at the near the bottom, you can do keep higher.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Haha. Yeah. So you douse yourself in ground peppercorn. What color peppercorn?
Red.
Red peppercorns.
Yeah.
Good choice.
It matches.
Right.
And now I'm very peppery popcorn.
So you douse yourself in pepper, and then just present yourself to be
Yeah,
nibbled
just-
on.
We're trying something!
So they decide to nibble on you,
Man, fuck you!
and then they begin sneezing
Okay.
uncontrollably, and it is adorable and tragic and scares the rest of the herd.
Tell your friends!
Jesus.
So, just to practice, like the ones on my turn, where they like the fruit. Do we want to do that? 'Cause
Sure. How that
it's a
work?
fortitude DC 15.
They kind of crush those.
Damn it.
Yeah. They're really good at eating fruit, even if it's rotten. They're deer. That's the thing they do.
Drunk deer.
But yeah, yeah, drunk deer. Yeah. So you scare off the rest of them. You know, everyone is fine except for Sunsipper, who's a little nibbled on.
I put a heal on myself.
Okay.
We all have like healing potions and stuff.
Yeah.
I believe each of you has 2 healing potions.
Yeah, would you rather that?
I do also have good berry,
Yeah.
Oh, good berry too. Fuck.
Okay, that's a focus spell.
and it's automatically heightened,
It is, yeah, it's
So I
heightened
make-
to 2.
so I make 2 berry.
Ooh.
What's the best resource? Probably one of the healing potions for him. How much do healing potions?
Probably a
have?
focus spell,
think
because
so.
you can get that
Yeah.
after 10
I
minutes.
can
You
get
can get
that
that back
right,
as a
right.
10-minute
Okay.
refocus.
Alright, dope.
Right.
Yeah,
So
and I
let me
need
make.
to refocus anyways.
Alright.
So let me make berry.
Right?
Or
Make
do you
berry.
want to sip sun or something?
No, it's much better to use the focus spell because then I can also refocus.
Okay. Well, who
Sip
needs a
sun
berry?
berry.
They're 1d6 plus 4 healing.
I'm good. I think it's just
Yeah.
Just you two. that
Yeah,
take
it's just you two
Mhm.
that have taken any
Well,
damage.
you get one and I'll get one.
Right?
Yeah. Unless you need to.
No, that's for me. That's for you.
Wow.
God damn.
You're too good. That
No.
brings me back to full. Thank you.
Well,
And you're one shy of
Oh,
full.
one shy of full.
Oh.
Alright.
sip sunberries.
Then my phone
Would
goes
anybody like to, actually, without leading the group, so you're going to take 10 minutes to refocus, as is Sunsipper. What's everyone else doing for those 10 minutes? Feel free to look through the available exploration actions, if you were...
I'm trying to clean the pepper off myself.
Okay. Alright. You held in the sneeze long enough to get them to try to bite you. Now you're just sneezing
Yep.
uncontrollably.
Mhm.
Slight fire.
I love how I also have a jar of salted lemons.
Yeah, that's
Like I just got
interesting.
some weird
You're a
fucking
cook.
shop
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
You're a cook.
Salt and lemon.
it's like preserved.
Yeah, it's
no,
preserved lemon.
but that you usually preserve lemons with sugar.
You do both.
Eh.
I've seen it both ways.
Yeah.
Fluff Fang, reaching rings. What are you doing for 10 minutes?
Looking around for possible people.
Okay.
Yeah, keeping watch. I've got my short bow out. If there's any way to get slightly elevated,
Okay.
just keep an eye.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a small hill between you and the town, as it were. So go ahead and roll. Yeah, both of you go ahead and roll perception with a secret roll. I almost reacted to that.
I don't know what it says.
In like a positive way,
Perception.
or like a
Does the colored
like a
box
critical
make any
way?
difference?
Colored box.
no.
Yeah, it's pink.
That's just the
That's
hidden.
that's
yeah.
just hidden.
It doesn't mean like an
Oh,
Also, it is a vague approximation of your
Yeah.
character color.
Oh, is it that
Believe?
eye?
Or is it the
swatched through?
opposite?
I'm blue and brown.
It's the opposite, right? Tim's should have been
Yeah,
the
Tim's
blue
should have
one.
been-
Shadows should
that's
have
weird.
been the pinkish one.
Wait, are they different colors?
Now shadows. is
Oh, it's just
pink?
random.
There
What
you
the
go.
fuck?
No,
And
I
it's
figured
just
it out.
Shadows rolled it privately instead of blindly.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
I'm so confused.
I can't see any difference between those two. And
Oh.
One is pink and one is green.
That second one I rolled that only you can see.
okay. Interesting.
Oh, I think they're just alternating. Well, not anymore,
Mm-hmm.
because someone deleted one.
I deleted.
I think they're just alternating, so that you can tell apart the privately rolled.
Yeah. So you can tell private from blind. All right. So those are blind checks. Okay. So you do notice that there is activity in this small town. How big a town is it? Super unclear. It does not tell me how big. It says it's a village, and I'm sure that has some kind of legal designation somewhere about like how many people are in it. Let's say it's somewhere between 100 to 500 people in it. As I mentioned before, as you got out of the forest, you came to wildflower fields and crop fields. So this is clearly a farming town of some sort. And given their proximity to the Verduran forest, they're probably no strangers to Leshy's.
Given that my knowledge will be 10 years old,
Mm-hmm.
but I have the dubious knowledge feat,
Okay.
can I attempt to recall anything about this town because like I had a known druid, so they would have lived in civilization at some point.
Yep.
Just like, do we know the name? How long has it been here? Is there anything about it? Like anything that would be pertinent we could remember about this village if it existed.
Okay. Go ahead and roll society. But go ahead and make sure it's a blind check because it is recall knowledge, which is secret.
Okay, so I need to roll recall knowledge.
And then I've just read dubious knowledge.
Don't do that, Tim.
Yeah, let's just
By the way-
paste the entire action into chat without giving me any button to roll it. Alright.
Yeah, because like I don't have like society just like here. I guess I need to like. Oh, society's right there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in your skills.
I just roll society, right?
Yep.
Nothing else. Right. And private.
Blind.
Blind. Yeah. Blind. Yeah. So my feat says that even if I fail, but not critically fail, I still get one true piece of information and one false piece of information. I just don't know which one is which.
Oh, it's like that riddle.
So what kind of information specifically are you
Like,
looking for?
do I know what this village is like? Do I know its name and like the kind of people that live there?
Okay.
Like, I'm just trying to recall. Like, do I know anything about? Like, was it here 10 years ago, which is the last time I would have like ventured out? And if so, yeah, what are the nature of people that live here? Are they particularly cruel and callous, or are they quite kind to forest folk? Like anything that would give me temperature check on what we can expect if we head into this.
Okay. So I now need to come up with false information on that topic so that I can give you the false information and
Only if I fail.
right. Which I'm going to tell you. I kind of have to tell you that you did for the purposes of dubious knowledge, you did fail. But you didn't critically fail, because if you critically failed, I would just give you one piece of false knowledge and you wouldn't know that you critically failed. You'd just assume maybe that you succeeded. Yeah. But given that you have dubious knowledge, I just tell you failed, and now I have to give you some fake knowledge and some real knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a treasure trove of information, just not all of it is reputable.
Right.
Oh, the baby. Samus, breathe a little bit louder.
Yeah.
Cutie.
Just got woken up from a nap. Okay, go ahead. Okay, I love you.
How is it we're doing a bit of true knowledge and a bit of erroneous knowledge, but you don't have any way to differentiate which is which. Okay. God, I'm trying to come up with, like, erroneous knowledge that isn't just, like, immediately verifiably false.
Sure.
Like, if I give you the name of the place and then you find a sign that's like, welcome to this place, it's like, well, okay, that's the false one. Now I know the other one's true.
I mean, we do love a good... It is traditional in this town to greet people like blank.
That... I like that.
A handshake looks like this.
Go ahead and take some luck for that suggestion.
God damn.
But I can't use it now because now you'll know that that's false.
Similar.
It's something similar.
Everyone greets each other with "Bidet."
Bidet.
Bidet.
Actually, that's the true one. Travis Willingham, wherever you are, take luck.
So you... No, that don't. God, I'm struggling with this.
I'm sorry
take
to
a
have thrown you a
break
curveball.
to think about something.
I'm not used to having to lie to players.
Yeah, that's...
No, like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, usually I will just withhold information.
Sure.
Like, I'm not used to having to come up with lies.
Is there
I
any
mean,
way
it
I
doesn't
can
necessarily have to
suss
be a
out
lie.
false knowledge?
Is there what?
It could.
Any way that I can suss out the false knowledge as I'm trained in society?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, also it could just be that it's not that it's erroneous, but that it was only true
It's
10
old.
years ago and it isn't true now.
Mm.
So you don't just have to lie to me, but you just give me information that's really out of date.
Yeah, it could be the previous mayor who now has been like run out of town, and it's a super faux pas to mention them.
I actually have I have an idea. So you come up with two things that are immediately contradictory. Like, one of these two things is true about this place, and I can't remember which one, which is that they are either very friendly to Leshies and treat them like the venerable forest spirits they are, or they consider Leshies to be vaguely godlike, but in a I should eat this so that I may become closer to divinity.
I don't want to get
Oh.
eaten again.
Why does everyone want to eat us?
We're plants!
I mean, Sunsipper's a Lotus.
Snapdragon stew is probably a delicacy.
I mean, I'm a Gourd. People
So
like
one of
Gourds.
those is true.
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah, I will.
Either way, when you get in town, if one of those is true, they're gonna treat you real nice.
find out.
Up until they eat us.
Right.
I'm so sorry, I've completely forgotten Shadow's character's name.
Fluff Fang.
Fluff Fang.
Fang. I guess kind of like if we're like on this hill, I'll sort of grab your hand and be like, we shouldn't walk around openly in that town. I don't remember whether they eat us or like love us. We shouldn't do it. We have to go in stealthily.
Oh god, I just found out what the fuck Snapdragon. What? I found out what popcorn. What your fucking like flail is.
Uh-huh.
There's a type of Snapdragon that looks like that.
What?
Wait, shut up, really?
Wait, that
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
a flail full of skulls?
Yup.
Let me. I'll.
What?
I'll
Oh my
post it into
god.
fucking- These are the fucking skulls.
Those
of your
are
friends.
snapdragon flowers.
What are you talking?
Excuse
Where?
me?
What are you? Where?
Hang on.
Where?
Oh,
Oh my
Oh!
god, they're
Discord.
horrifying.
Oh, they're dope!
Steph, you want to switch?
Oh, they really
I
are.
want some of
Oh
them.
no!
Those are snapdragon
die.
flowers.
I hate that.
they resemble skulls.
Are they the
Really
seed
unsettling.
pods?
I guess.
It's. I think it's the petals. Yeah, they like wilt.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Oh,
grow some
Well,
of those.
that is dope as hell.
That is a seed pod. Yeah, that's a seed pod.
I am the best.
I'm so glad you found that out.
That's great.
I just
That is
googled snapdragons.
And naturally, the skulls came.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Woo!
The
Dope.
character makes way more sense now. I thought they just murdered some people.
Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, you just have skulls on
Yeah.
a flail.
Fucking, that seems darker than everybody else, but okay, you are the barbarian. That's fine.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, that is absolutely what those are. I thought those skulls looked weird.
kudos to that artist.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Attention to detail.
Whoever came
Right.
up with the idea. Yeah.
This was a
Um,
very highly rated one shot, right?
I have no fucking clue. It was one of the like 3 free adventures I had access to on Demiplane, and I read it and I highly rated it.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
good enough for me.
12 out of 12 deer modifiers.
Yep. Reaching Rings and Fluff Fang, you were having a conversation on a hill before we were interrupted by a horrifying but sort of touching realization. Yeah. You were...
Oh, join the Discord if you want to see that picture.
Oh yeah.
Or just copy it from Foundry Chat if there's enough pixels for you to read it.
Listen,
Or just Google Snapdragon. I mean, like.
Man, Shadows is in our game. Now we can't plug us. Can't do all the commands.
So Fluffang, you had expressed a desire to try to verify the kinds of things that Reaching Rings was telling you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go ahead and roll Society as you attempt to recall knowledge. And that's going to be a secret check. There's a lot of
many
secret checks.
checks.
There's a lot of secret checks in this game.
I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that private GM?
Blind GM roll.
That's a lot of onus on the GM.
It does.
Yeah.
So you think about it for a moment, and you come up blank. Unfortunately, you don't remember anything about this town.
But do I admit that?
That's entirely up to you.
Definitely worship us like gods.
I can't stop looking at pictures of the
Oh
Snapdragon
my
skulls.
God.
They're really cool.
I say we go.
And they're all dying screaming.
Yeah, I guess at the end of that 10 minutes of people getting ready to move off again,
Yep.
I'll warn you. I'll say, it's been a very long time since I've seen into this village, but we should be very cautious. If we can go in secretly, that would be better.
I have more pepper.
That might just make us tastier.
we come pre-seasoned. We're marinated.
We've been in the river, so we've been washed,
Yep.
and now we're seasoned. We're just making ourselves into a salad.
I have salted lemons
I was
too.
gonna
There's
say,
your
you wanna
acid
just,
and
like,
your
throw
salt.
the- yeah.
Oh my god, that
Now
should
you're
be
really
our party
being married.
name.
There's
the
an onion in
salad.
me already.
Where did it get stuffed, though?
Dandelion soup to start off with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
We're all gonna fucking die. Anyway.
No, it's alright. We'll just
Yeah,
go.
we'll go to the town. I
Yeah.
guess we're going to the town.
All right. So as you head into town,
We go stealthily.
are you trying to avoid notice?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How are you intending to pick out where your friends have gone? Because the trail is ruined.
What do you mean, our friends?
The
lavender.
The lavender leshies.
Yeah, no,
What
we
like
kinda...
you can head into town however you want, but like what is your approach for actually like continuing to follow?
We need to find green and yellow guy. So either like ask around or search the town ourselves. That'll take some time.
I wonder if it's worth approaching stealthily, and I don't know if this is a dumb idea, but like maybe if we see like a kid who's just like out playing themselves on the edge of town and just like approach them.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, someone who's like a little removed
someone
from town, maybe
non-threatening.
on the outskirts.
That's
Someone
what
who
I'm saying.
isn't
If we move
immediately
along
going
the
to be believed.
outside, and just see if we can see an opportunity to talk to someone who
Yeah.
looks non-threatening. I don't think walking into the center of town and asking is a good idea.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the way that this town is laid out is that there's a road that essentially just cuts through the town east to west, and then all of the homes are arrayed in not a very neat way, but just sort of a semicircle on either side of the road around this this central town square. But it's not really a square because it's round. And then each of those houses essentially has this wedge-shaped farmland that are separated by fences. So you're just gonna kind of go around the farmland, trying to avoid the notice of adults and attract the attention of children.
I mean, you make that sound creepy, but I just mean like, if we happen to be like, there's a kid out in a bathtub washing themselves, like it's their yearly wash, and they're like on their own, or someone like just playing with a stick in the mud, like just a non-threatening, preferably a lone, non-threatening person. It doesn't have to be a child, but just someone alone
won't
who
be
looks
missed.
non-threatening.
Okay.
If we're doing this, I would like to make use of my quiet allies feat.
Okay.
So I'm skilled moving with a group when we're avoiding notice, and you follow the expert, which I guess would be.
Okay.
We just roll one stealth check for the group and use the lowest modifier.
Oh.
Everyone rolling.
Neat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who has the lowest? So, is everyone going along with this plan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Moritz?
I'm sorry. I was reading something.
Is everyone? So I asked, is everyone going along with Tim's plan of sneaking around looking for?
Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to get unanimous consent. So then I now need to know what the lowest stealth modifier is in the group.
+1.
+1. All right.
I assume
God,
the
what have I
Barbarian
done?
was gonna have, yeah.
Wait, how
Make
does
sure you
that
cheer it,
feat
yeah?
benefit? I guess just to
It essentially allows you to avoid the odds
Paladin in
of
chainmail.
someone rolling a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even with the +1, all you got to do is roll 120 and you get a 21. Whereas in order for the entire group to get a 21, she'd have to roll a 20. Whoever had a +2 needs to roll a 19, so on and so forth.
And it sounds like a few of you have very low stealth modifiers.
Seems it.
So my one good one, if I roll like shit and get a 2, so I've even got a 13, and everyone else is like, it's already the group is.
So I will say that Follow the Expert allows them to add half of your proficiency bonus to their roll.
Okay.
There it is. Now it makes more sense.
What's my proficiency bonus?
Adding half of.
Well, so
It's
sorry.
a level, isn't it?
Half of the bonus. I'm simplifying. They get to add +1 if you're trained, +2 if you're expert, +3 if you're master, +4 if you're legendary.
And I am an expert.
So they would get a +2 to their stealth for following the expert.
Okay, cool.
Can I make that a +3?
How so?
My Inspire Courage.
I don't know what that does. You inspire yourself. You and all allies in the area get a +1 status bonus. Attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
that's not gonna. Yeah, that's not.
No,
gonna work
I was
on
thinking Mission
stuff.
Impossible.
But I'm
But-
scared!
But I can cast guidance.
You can
Yeah,
cast
okay.
Unless you want to cheer it.
I don't have any.
You don't have no cheers. It's a guidance.
I used
We
them when
just
I got
used one
them.
for this. You had one, and now you're using it for this, right?
No.
Yeah.
You had it a minute ago.
It is.
Yeah, I
it's
never
gone now.
took it off.
It is kind
when
of
I cooked the
unclear
things.
as
Yeah.
who's actually rolling. It says you and those allies roll a single stealth check. It kind of sounds like you, Tim, are rolling using
My
her
+1.
modifier.
Okay. So shall I just do a manual
No.
1d20? Or, I'm gonna...
You could do 2d20 KH plus 1.
Plus 4.
H
Plus
1
3.
Plus
Why plus 3?
Because they get...
Instead of... Actually, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
if
plus Steph,
yeah,
plus my
you
proficiency.
yeah,
plus-
everyone else is using follow the expert. So yeah, so your +1 turns into a +3,
Okay, dope.
That's
Yeah.
the benefit, is
Right.
that the
Got
lowest
it.
Plus
person is
guidance,
increased,
plus
as well
level.
as...
and you're casting guidance.
And I am casting guidance.
Okay,
Okay.
So
so yeah,
plus
+4.
Right.
This is the fiddly shit that everyone was talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know
That's a
what
17.
I do.
So let me look up the commoner stat block.
I mean, the other one was a 1, so I'm kind of relieved to know.
Yeah, that yeah. So the perception DC of a commoner is, drum roll please.
Probably should have done that as a blind roll.
Yeah,
Those are not
I believe that sneak
What'd you say?
is
Say
a
it.
blind
Say it.
roll.
I apologize.
Yeah, sneak is a secret roll. We're learning.
Yeah.
Um,
learning.
So I'm not going to tell you whether you succeed or fail because, you know, so the point of a blind roll is, oh, I rolled a 2. Obviously I failed, so I'm going to abandon that plan. You don't actually know if a 17 is a success or failure because you have no concept of,
No.
you know, how Pathfinder do.
It's true. So you're
So,
saved.
so I'm safe. I'm saved by the fact that you rolled very middling. So, you know, pretend you don't know how successful you are, which
I
is,
think that's a better roll than we would have got as an average between the group.
I believe that is accurate. So you are moving around the town, trying to avoid the notice of people who might want to eat you, and you, I just really like the idea of it. I don't know why. You come across a child playing frisbee with his dog. And the dog wants nothing to do with the group of you. But the child is like ecstatic, absolutely like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. Like running towards you, jumping up and down, like playing with the heads of your flail.
Pepper.
You just throw pepper in
Pepper
his
spray a
face?
child. You just pepper sprayed a child.
It's not pepper spray. It's not gonna stain his fucking eyes. You're just gonna sneeze like a cartoon and then run away.
We need to
Aha.
talk to someone. This is the person we need.
Are you okay?
I don't want a child to be playing with my flail. I'm uncomfortable. I get mad.
It's fair enough.
The child runs away.
It worked.
The child runs away.
Right,
Screaming.
we now started a bad story about Leshy where we attack children.
You have maybe half an hour before word spreads. Maybe.
Oh,
Ugh.
Now what?
no.
Well, that could have gone better.
I'm sorry.
Normally we don't attack the children if we can help it.
Why not?
Did the child have aggressive red hair?
No.
What colors were they wearing?
Did he have suspenders?
That child was wearing a shirt that may have at one time been white, and pants that were probably that brown when they were made.
Sounds like a kid.
Were they like next to a house or was it?
So they were in the not very carefully tended like backyard area between a house and a field.
maybe we could knock on the door of this house and apologize to the parent and try and quietly talk to them.
That seems like an excellently diplomatic idea.
It's been a long time since I've talked to people, so someone else should do that.
Yes, I agree.
It's not gonna be me.
So you're just gonna like knock on the back door.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. The backs are not like open on the front, but I think there's a back door to this house. And they're outside.
Okay. So who's taking the lead on this?
I feel like the bard should.
All right. So Fluff, Fang, the harmlessly adorable, I think.
Is that their title?
No, that's their feat.
Oh.
Harmlessly cute is the ancestry feat on Fluff Fang's sheet.
That's adorable.
Which also gives you the shameless request.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was thinking,
Oh my god, shameless request is a level 7 feat, and you just get it for free as part of your level 1 ancestry feat.
Dope.
Wow. Okay.
I can like vaguely walk on water.
All I can do is put shit in my head.
I have pepper.
Actually, hang on. What is Sunsipper's ancestry feat? Oh, Sunsit.
We all had the same one.
No, everyone's got different ancestry feats.
Yeah.
Sunsipper's ancestry feat is pyrophilic recovery. You rely on fire and extreme heat to sprout and regrow. Whenever you take fire damage at the beginning of your next turn, you regain hit points equal to half your character level, minimum 1. Just every time you take fire damage, you just get some hit points back on your next turn.
Yeah.
Which can wake you up if you get knocked down by fire damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, that's neat.
Those. No.
What?
What?
Just in the Zoom chat.
I'm also a gunslinger. Because I'm a
Excuse me?
student of the canon.
Oh my god.
someone good.
Do I want to know?
I'm glad Popcorn maced them. The alternative was throwing the frisbee at them with telekinetic projectile.
Oh my god.
We don't like kids here.
Hey! So Fluff Fang, who apparently hates
Let's
children.
attract this kid's attention.
Pepper in your eyes.
Nope.
So Fluff Fang, you knock on this back door, and this incredibly mom energy woman opens the door. She literally has a baby on her hip, flour all over her apron. Her hair is in like a messy bun, and she sees you through this like screen back door, and it's like this shitty like wire mesh netting, and she damn near drops the baby in surprise. And she throws the door open. Come in, come in, come in. She like runs over to the stove, puts on a kettle. Would anyone like tea? Do you drink? That's not your friends or anything, is it?
That's horribly offensive. No.
Mace.
It's lavender tea.
Please don't eat me. Shut up.
Okay, Pepper.
None of your friends are lemongrass, are they?
I have a friend who... Shh. Go to your room.
Oh, tea would be lovely.
And she threw the door open. I'm assuming someone at least caught it. And she's just like yelling as she's like busying herself one-handed with the baby in one arm on her hip. The baby is just giggling hysterically at all the bouncing. What are you doing?
I imagine we're trying to be like graceful guests,
Okay.
not trying to
Some of
offend
us.
her, mace her.
Not yet.
Shakily holding a bottle with the cork.
Yeah.
It's like Annie when she's been chloroforming in that episode of Community where she can't stop.
Trying not to
Everybody
do it.
chloroform.
So Popcorn is struggling to control herself. Fang doing their damnedest to keep composed. How about everyone else?
Just kind of looking around.
Okay.
Bit nervous to be inside a house.
Okay.
I'm looking to see. I'm watching her to make sure she's actually making tea and not like
Yeah.
a soup.
Preparing a bug net.
Right, like that we are not the tea, the future tea.
Sunsipper.
Oh, there's a fire going, so I'm just like, I'm way too close to it, just like my face
Okay.
up against it, just without getting burned.
So she like reflexively like sticks her leg out and sweeps you away from it. Like she lifts her leg to like roughly your chest level and pushes you back like she's used to pushing toddlers away from the fire.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were one of mine.
Ian, you can have love. Woman is adorable.
Yeah.
So I believe sense motive is an action. So I'd like to have you roll that. That is a secret check.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
Using your
no.
perception.
Oh, cool.
Is that
There's just a
everyone or just
button
one
for
person?
that.
Just Moses. He was the
That is
one who
just
said he
a
was
button.
trying to see if she's making soup.
I'm gonna cheer this because I can't luck it.
Right. All right. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I'm having a very hard
Just keep
time
that
not
Poker
reacting.
face. Just work
Yeah.
on that poker face. Here's the thing. Even if you just react with like a, that could be good, could be bad. You know, we don't know.
Intriguing.
Yes. What an interesting result of the dice.
So I'm supposed to compare that to her,
Poison.
her deception DC.
She's a mom. It can't be that high.
Yeah, she's a mom. She can't.
Well, she has to lie about Santa. And Leshy's, maybe.
Is it really lying if the kid's just a dummy? I'm Jewish. I can't.
Oh,
help it.
you can't. Yeah.
Okay.
Santa's real. I can be like, we don't believe in that.
Judaism, son.
Automatic fail. I took the Judaism feat at first level. Actually, as part of my background.
Okay.
My heritage.
Your ancestry.
Yeah, my ancestry.
So you get the impression
Uh-huh.
that she is ecstatic at your arrival
Uh-huh.
and desperately wants to please you.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
I mean, that could be read in a lot of different ways. Maybe the tea is ceremonial before she eats us.
Right, they want happy
Vegetables.
meat, happy
Yeah.
eat. I don't know.
So Fluffang, did you want to use your harmlessly cute?
I would.
Okay. And what is the request that you're trying to make?
We are looking for someone dressed in a particular way. I believe it was yellow and green
Okay.
Red hair.
with
And
red
teeth.
hair and teeth
And teeth.
and teeth.
I mean, that's not entirely common,
Do plants have teeth?
I imagine, in a medieval village.
I think popcorn has teeth.
Oh, God.
Popcorn has teeth.
Now I'm imagining popcorn with teeth. Thank you for that, Ian.
And so does Fluffang.
Yeah, Fluffang.
Do they
Okay.
get teeth
Fluffang
between the
just
popcorn?
straight up. Oh my gosh. I just realized that I'm supposed to be giving out hero points. I was about to give Shadows luck, but I'm gonna give you a hero point instead.
That's a thing.
What do they do, hero points?
So hero points are basically used, if I recall correctly, for the same thing as luck. That is one way to use it. The other way to use it is if at the start of your turn you are dying, you can spend all of your hero points to wake up with 1 hit point. And if you do that, you do not gain a level of wounded, which you would normally do for waking up from dying.
Okay.
And does that only work when you have 3, or could you do that when you have 1?
You can do that however many you have, but it costs all of them. So you generally don't want to hold on to more than 1. But yeah, I think for the future, we're probably going to do away with luck for Pathfinder and instead do hero point. And I'll probably handle hero points the same way as luck, where each player can give out one, and the DM is allowed to give out as many as they'd like, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's a thing.
Bottlespeaker has half of the head of one of his people as a shield.
Yes. Yeah, don't worry about it.
You have a gourd for a shield?
Yeah, I do. What's up with fantasy artists doing this? Where like a
turtle
will have a turtle shell.
A shell.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I noticed that, and I'm glossing. I'm glossing over it. I'm gonna say it's just wood carved to look like a gourd.
So.
Oh, the game's paused.
No.
I like that in Sunsipper's like neck ruff is made of the cross section of their plant.
Maybe. Looks like a doily.
Yeah. Oh, those are yeah, that's the cross section of a lotus flower.
Of a seed pod, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
We're all slightly cannibalistic.
Slightly.
Just slightly.
Okay.
Fluffy Fang.
So the shameless request has you make a request action where you make a diplomacy check, and then I set the DC based on the difficulty of the request. All you're asking for is info. So the DC is probably pretty low. So go ahead and make a diplomacy check. Fluff Fang.
Do you want it blind? Or...
This is actually not a secret action. And you are just the image of Urbane. You are the perfect house guest. You help out, you clean up mess. You are just being the perfect house guest as you
Keeping
ask her.
others in line.
Yeah, making sure popcorn, like, keep that cork tight. Bottlespeaker, maybe don't stare so.
What are you talking about?
So you give her the description of the person you're looking for, and she just, oh, well, is that all? You could have just said so. That sounds like Darius Wick. You can find his shop, crystals and candles, something like that. That's at the end of the road. Now you came all this way just to find Darius. That sounds mighty unbelievable.
I'm gonna say in Sylvan, hoping that all the Leshies all speak Sylvan.
Isn't there a Leshy language?
No.
No?
Yeah,
No.
I think so.
Okay.
If there
I
is,
don't
I don't
speak
have
it
it.
if there is.
All right.
Oh no. Oh no, it's a trait. Never mind.
I'm gonna say, can you ask her if she thinks that we're gods that can give them powers?
I'm trying to think how to phrase this best. To... So, would you be able to settle us a little conversation that we've been having amongst ourselves?
Certainly.
What do your people think of us?
Well, you're mighty queer folk. Only coming out the forest every, I don't know. It must have been at least a year since the last time we seen any Leshies, and it certainly wasn't 5 at a time. So I mean it's astounding, is what it is. I don't know what to say. You're all very beautiful.
Is that her perception or the perception of the whole?
Oh, you broke up for a second.
I assume whole village.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that her perception or the town?
Well, I don't know that anyone would disagree with me. I'm sure everyone would be happy to see you.
Thank you.
Skillfully done.
Yes.
Very skillfully.
See, here's the thing. She don't know jack shit about the question you're trying to get the answer to.
Yeah.
Still skillfully done.
Anything else we need to ask her?
You seen any lavender leshies lately? No, clearly not.
Can she think of any reason why Derek, was that his name? Derek?
Darius.
Darius would be out
Travel into the forest?
capturing Leshies.
Yeah.
We don't. He doesn't interact with the rest of town very much. Usually, he's only coming into town to talk to the beekeepers and get some of their wax. He seemed more interested in hosting parties for his fancy friends from the city than he does being part of Petalbrook. I'm not really sure why he sticks around.
Is it Petalbrook or Petalbrook?
Petalbrook. It is known as such because there is a brook running through the town, and the town is arranged such that each plot of land is the petal on a flower. With a little wedge-shaped...
Love me. Intelligent city design.
So they're being used to show off to rich people?
Good girl. And drop the ball. Right on my phone. No?
She's gonna.
There it is.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's adorable. Oh.
All right.
She pushed the ball toward you.
And anything else? Are you gonna wait, sit around, drink some lemongrass tea?
Yeah, just see if there's anything like we could give advice on, possibly.
Give advice on her tea making?
No, like be a good house guest.
Got it.
These doilies could use a wash. I say your linens could do with a refresher.
She's got at least 2 kids. Give her a break.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
That sounds like a herb.
So the
you do at times hear screaming from another room, which at first blush seems like children dying horribly, but then you figure out that it's just, children chasing after each other playing. The whole time she's just got this infant on her hip, who she is very expertly keeping calm. And she's just a little bit weird with touching petals and leaves and whatnot, probably thinking that they're part of your clothes, but actually it's skin flaps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna excuse myself and just go and sit out the back on the back stoop.
Okay.
Too much.
Probably whisper over to Sunsipper, just poke the fire a little bit. Rearrange the coals.
Oh yeah. No, I'm all up in there. I'm all up in that
Just
fire.
stoke the fire, add some wood.
Oh yeah. I'm like, this is not more.
Just seeing Sunsipper's eyes, flames flicker.
Was that the fire Elmo? Is that what you were going for? Oh god. Okay.
Hellfire.
All right. So you stay. I'm assuming Fluff, Fang, you coach everyone in Sylvan through the process of staying for the appropriate amount of time.
Yeah, slapping your leg and saying, "Oh, we've got to go."
Well, that's me.
And then staying and talking for another 5-10 minutes.
That's
and then
me tracks.
Yep. Yeah. But now you're all standing by the door, so everyone knows that there's a time limit on this part of the conversation.
I did an Irish goodbye, which is left halfway through the party
Get
without
up and
saying
walk
one.
out. Yeah.
One more drink. Oh, I possibly couldn't.
Couldn't possibly.
Yeah, I was.
Fun
yeah.
father.
Hey, it's past midnight.
That's fair.
Get on my dick.
So yeah, you leave after an appropriate amount of time, which is 30-45 minutes after everyone has had the time to drink their tea. And you, how do you make your way to the end of the road? I'm assuming you go to the end of the road to find Darius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Come on,
through
that's really cool,
town,
Cap.
like
In the
heading
open.
deeper into town.
Yeah, so there's a road that runs through town east to west, and it's unclear which direction is the end of the road because you came from the north. So you came from the north at the west end of town.
Oh, so it's east.
East.
Because otherwise we would have passed it, right?
No, like it could have been further west.
Oh.
Unclear. Pick a direction, and then I'll tell you whether you waste time.
Is there a cart going a particular way?
Is there a cart?
Going a particular way?
Probably not, sadly.
Oh.
No.
I think we could have like a.
You just stick your head
Toy
back
Story.
in and just go, which way? Which
Yeah.
way?
So as you're doing the conversation at the doorway, which way was it? And she points to the east. So you head off in that direction. Are you staying out of the middle of the town? Are you like skirting around the town? You walking right down the goddamn road?
We're probably fine. Probably
I
fine.
think we can. Well, let's not be like bowler's brass walking down the center of the street, but like
Right.
So keep the
in
pepper
the
out.
road and just. like, I'm gonna have one hand
Locked
on one
and
sword
loaded.
and one hand on the other at all times. I'm tense.
All right. Okay. So you make your way down to the end of the road, and it's kind of a weird misnomer because the road does technically end, but also it veers off. Like there's a fork, and it ends at him, and then it heads off.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get to the shop, you see a sign hanging above the very clear storefront. There's stereotypical bay window with merchandise in the window, and the sign hanging above the door says "Crystals and Candle Wax."
Have jasmine candles.
And I think this is a good place to take a break. So we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes. We're gonna go to the bathroom, get some drinks. Maybe talk some shit or scream about how nervous we were. Yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. Don't go nowhere. Popcorn desperately trying not to mace infants.
It wasn't an infant.
I mean, if you maced her, you were gonna mace her infant.
Probably better.
Jesus Christ. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
All right,
Thanks
bye.
for being here. Bye. Welcome back. We're playing Pathfinder.
3, 2, 1. I kick open the door.
Oh boy. All right. So before we get to that, there was something that I wanted to point out as you were making your way through town. The incredibly nice woman that you talked to, essentially as soon as you started making your way down the road, she just like ran across the street into a neighboring house, like didn't even knock on the door, just like ran inside, just like ecstatic, like she like skipped across the fucking road, made no attempt to hide her movements. Like, oh my god, I gotta tell someone. Oh my god, I gotta tell someone.
They're gonna
Baby's
eat
neck
us.
is like.
So that's a thing. So you kick in the door. So as the shop's door flies open, a crystalline wind chime smashes into the ceiling. Roughly as pleasant as the noise that makes is the shop's overpowering aroma of jasmine flowers, which rises like a curtain across the threshold. Crystals of all shapes and sizes are displayed in fine glass cabinets and hung from the ceiling, while colorful candles adorn shelves that line the walls and floor. At the back of the store is a counter covered in the kinds of like tiny little bullshit that you try to get people to buy while they're at the register, like stupid little keychains and shit like that.
Chewing gum.
Yeah. Just dumb little shit that you can tack like, a few pennies onto a sale. And
Yeah.
I mean, at some stores, yeah, they put tiny little bottles of vodka.
You can tack that on my side.
Well, every dude convenience stores here.
In our state, you can only sell liquor in state-run liquor stores.
Wow. Boring
You
state.
live in a crazy country.
We live
No,
in a
we're-
garbage
No.
state.
It's our state.
You know,
our
it's
state
our
is
state.
trash.
Country is also crazy. Those are not mutually exclusive
That's
things.
fair. So as you kick
No,
in the
fuck.
door, the attendant is like basic. So they were leaning on their elbow, leaning on their fist with their elbow on the counter, and as you kick in the door, they fully faceplant the desk. And then stand up, blink off their sleep, and then just gawk.
Hi.
You
We
like
would like
fucking
to
with
talk
plants?
to Darius, please.
One Darius, please.
And he's just continuing to stare. Do you guys just like make your way through the
Speak human.
shop to him?
Yeah.
So as you finally get to the counter, he's like, I'm terribly sorry. It's just, I've never seen a walking, talking, kicking plant before. Are you customers?
You mean before you murder them?
Hell,
Can I sense motive on that? Is he a culprit?
Go ahead. Roll.
All right.
So I will say that this guy is he's like 6 feet tall, about 140 pounds. He is wearing green and yellow. It's a yellow t-shirt under green overalls.
It's them.
He has brown hair. His teeth are normal people teeth. They're not like shiny, kind of yellow.
Shining teeth. High five.
Dear God.
High five.
What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
You can tell with absolute certitude that this guy has never seen a Leshy before.
He's unimportant to our operation. Tell us where your employer is.
Do you share that with your group in Sylvan?
No, in common.
No, okay.
You have to assert your
well,
dominance.
Darius is downstairs. He's making a new batch of candles, and he said he wasn't to be disturbed. I can leave him a message though.
No, I think
Maybe
we'd
we're
like to
not too
disturb
late
him.
yet.
Popcorn smash!
No!
No!
Pepper him.
We have no time to spare.
Are you just gonna start smashing the door?
No.
Is it locked?
Yes, the door is locked.
Let's just knock
Can
on
I jam
it.
some thieves' tools in them?
Absolutely.
Should we
The
not?
thief just stands there and watches.
We should knock.
Rogue. No, his subclass is thief.
Oh fuck! Okay.
No, you go ahead, Bard.
He's a druid. Oh, go ahead, Bard. Pick the lock. Got it.
My name is Bottlespeaker, not Bard. That joke landed like a. Nope, not making that one either.
What?
Bard was played by Luke.
We're not playing Lord of the Rings, so it's not applicable.
Right. So he's as you just jam lockpicks into the lock. He's like, no, you can't. No, you can't go down there.
Why not?
He like that's you can't just pick a lock.
He's killing our friends.
Our friends are missing!
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and just hold it up.
So at the suggestion of a threat, he backs to the end of the counter, vaults it, and runs out the door.
Yes.
I'm gonna close the door behind him and lock it.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't have much time, so we should hurry.
I light all of their most expensive looking candles.
Please take a hero.
Oh
So go ahead and roll to pick the lock.
Is that thievery?
Pretzel apparently
that
still
would
running.
be thievery.
Pretzel. Fuck you, Pretzel.
Public?
Yeah, that can be public.
I
On
would-
a critical failure, your lockpick breaks.
Oh no!
I would like to expend a hero point and re-roll that.
Alrighty.
No, I would too.
So I will point out that in addition to your thieves tools on your character sheet, you also have thieves tools replacement picks for when you break a pick.
Cute.
I love that. I love that.
Do it again, but make it better.
Not much better.
Hi. What's going on? You're so
Let me
sleepy.
double check.
Or do I need
critical-
Sunsipper's head right near the lock so I can see inside?
So yeah, so with the with luck, I believe yes, that does it. So that is a success. You do not break a pick. And you are able to pick the lock and make your way down the stairs. So there's a staircase that I believe is 5 feet wide, 10 feet wide. Jesus Christ! A 10-foot wide staircase on the other side of the door. There's like you open the door and there's like a 2-foot landing, and then a 10-foot wide staircase. And it's like okay. The landing is 10 feet wide. It's just only 2 feet deep. Like it's just long enough for the door not to hang above stairs. Actually, the door would swing out into the shop, so that doesn't even. I don't know why there's a landing. I guess just enough room for you to stand there and unlock the door. There are, however, no lights in this stairwell, which is just fantastic design.
I am light.
We have dark vision, right?
I don't know.
Leshy's.
You get
Thank
low
you.
light
Low
vision,
light
I'm
vision.
pretty
Low
sure.
light vision.
I have dark vision and low light vision.
Oh. Well.
Well,
Ah-dee-da.
So-
Shall I go first?
yeah, I was just about to ask, what is your marching order, and what activities are you taking while you make your way down? If you have a shield, you can take the defend activity, and then if you enter combat, you gain the benefits of raising a shield before your first turn.
Yeah.
You could scout, which I believe gives everyone else everyone in the party. Gives everyone in the party a +1 circumstance bonus to initiative. You could detect magic if that's a spell that you have.
I would like to scout.
Okay.
I defend.
All right.
Can we double up on scouting?
Absolutely.
Can we double
Well,
up on
so the
defending?
circumstance bonus won't double, but I mean you could.
Oh. Never
What's
mind.
that?
I said, I asked, can we double up on defending?
If you have a shield, you can.
I don't.
Okay.
Can I seek?
So you can search while moving, which will allow you to seek meticulously for hidden doors, concealed hazards, and so on. And essentially, most of these things require you to move at half of your speed, essentially just like being careful rather than moving full clip. There are some feats that allow you to seek at full speed or defend at full speed, so on and so forth. So, eventually you learn like, oh, this is the kind of thing that I generally do in exploration. Let me take a feat that lets me do that at full speed, and then once the whole party has them, you can move through dungeons more quickly. There's also Avoid Notice, which allows you can do that separately of the rest of your party, which essentially allows you to roll stealth if and when you run into an encounter rather than perception.
Should I do that and someone else scout instead?
Scout is perception?
Scout doesn't seem to have a check. It's just...
Oh.
You just do it. You're
Yeah.
just moving slowly.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
So shall I stealth instead?
I believe you
Or
get a
just get-
bonus if you roll stealth for initiative
Yes. I do.
as a rogue, so that seems
dope.
wise.
Yeah. Do it.
I can scout.
Okay. Fluff, Fang, what are you up to?
Stealth.
Okay. And then Popcorn.
I'm not good
You-
at
you
stealth.
can-
I don't have
you
a
can-
shield.
You can avoid notice. Unless you're better at perception, then it kind of just makes sense not to do that because it affects...
I mean, I'm not ass at perception, so I can.
Well, are you better
What are
at
you?
perception than stealth? Because if you use avoid notice,
Yes.
you use stealth for initiative rather than perception.
I'm better at perception.
So you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't have a shield, so you can't defend.
Yeah.
You can't cast Detect Magic.
I'm gonna mace the first bitch that I see. It's not a thing. I know it's not. I'm
I
just
mean,
trying to
you
make
could,
myself
you
useful.
could search. So just keeping your eyes out for things of interest while you're moving.
Sure.
Such as concealed hazards.
Okay.
If you come across a secret door, item, or hazard while searching, I will attempt a free secret check on your behalf
Okay.
to see if you notice the hidden hazard.
Sure.
Okay, so now that we've got that figured out, what is the marching order? Presumably the scout is in the front.
Yeah, and then
Fuck.
maybe the 2 stealths.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess we could go at the back if it doesn't really make much difference, really.
Yeah, I can be near the front, well, with the shield and all that.
Sure, yeah, let's.
I'll be thirdish.
And then the 2 stealths at the back.
Okay. And does anyone have a source of light?
I have
Sunsipper's head.
Right.
Yeah, which is my ever burning torch.
Right. What is the light on that?
It does not say.
Wow.
I assume like a torch.
I assume like a torch, which is 20 and 20. Alright. Okay. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you find yourselves in a room that, by all appearances, looks way larger than it should be. There's basically nothing in here. A wooden table on the far side of the room, covered with crystals of various size, including 3 particularly large ones measuring nearly 4 feet in diameter, sits against the wall across the room. Stairs lead up the way you came. Why is that in the read aloud text? While a wooden door is tucked into the wall to your right. I'm going to move you over to the map, because there's a map for this.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Ooh. Steph, you want to switch?
Yeah.
Why does it select every token as soon as I hover over them?
Same as we both have to be in frame. You have to stay
And I
right there.
can't deselect them.
We have to both be in frame.
I don't know. Whatever. They're all selected.
You watching yourself on the TV?
You need the 2 of us that are stealthing to roll stealth checks.
No. So avoid notice allows you to roll stealth at the start of an encounter.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
All right. What would you like to do? Don't everyone speak at once.
I'm not taking point on this.
I have
but-
dark vision. Can I see any sign of Darius?
You have dark vision?
Yeah.
Wow. Let me put that on your...
I'm a mushroom, so I'm used to low light.
Where is... Why can't I configure your vision? Were you, okay. I think your vision is already modified by the fact that you have dark vision, and it's not letting me modify it because the system is handling it for me. I think that's what's going on.
And I've got no eyes on anybody in this room, so...
Yeah. No one in the room.
Would you like to disappear?
Are you threatening me?
In every social situation, yes.
Sounds like too bad a time.
Just so you can, like, scout out ahead?
I believe my lady is
Yeah.
scouting.
Okay. What you doing?
Can I investigate that shelf table?
Yeah, so it's a table just scattered with dozens of crystals of all shapes and sizes, including 3 very large crystals, which was the only ones the artist decided to put on the map. As you approach the table, the 3 large crystals start vibrating and we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh no.
Judith.
no.
Judas,
And
no.
I did not think to make
Judas.
like a dummy actor.
She's trying so hard
That
to stay
was-
awake.
We have a +1 from scouting still.
Yeah, so everyone has a +1 to their
Yep.
initiative
Come on.
for the scouting.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I have stealth, so I'll roll.
So that is a +1 to our perception.
So we just put in circumstance 1 and that's it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I don't know how, like, where's the hazards initiative?
God damn it.
Like, it says the hazard rolls initiative, but, like, what's the modifier?
Ooh, that's a crit.
Makes up for the 1.
Man.
I mean,
Hot damn.
Alright.
Sims,
Fluffing.
what are we trying to do here? What's going on?
Fluff Fang approaches
Alright.
to enable flanking for anyone.
So flanking requires that you be on opposite sides
Yep.
of the target.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if there's anything else I can do at the moment.
I mean, you still got 2 more actions.
Could start playing a tune or something.
Mm.
Are these crystals like hostile?
They are vibrating and humming in a disconcerting way.
Can I stab it?
Sure.
Can I stab the
And I
humming
stab it.
crystal? Love me. Love me.
11's not gonna hit. Sadly. I would love to know what object immunities means. I'm assuming it's immunity to, like, mental and poison. I'm assuming.
Can I
that's
attempt to
all.
recall knowledge about
Uh,
this object?
absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
Occult?
It would be occultism. Damn. So that should have been a hidden check, but that's okay.
Oh,
All right. So recall knowledge on a critical success. You recall the knowledge accurately and gain additional knowledge about the context. So these crystals are essentially crystallized sound.
Gross.
And they are highly unstable. Given enough time, they will probably destroy themselves. But in the meantime, it's going to be very painful for everyone around them.
oh.
Unless you stop them.
Bonkety bonkety.
All right. I believe that's your 3 actions.
It is. Yep.
So, Bottlespeaker.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Would you like to smashy?
I feel like acid works on crystals, right?
Sure.
Can.
Seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable. So I'll do that. I will use
Alright.
acid splash.
Okay.
No random bonuses, I'm assuming.
I don't.
Is it flat-footed?
No.
Damn it.
I don't think their feet are very flat.
I mean, I think they're at least craggy. So normal roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
That is bad.
That is bad.
Can I luck that?
Certainly.
Cool.
Do it again, but make it better.
There it is. That's better.
Sure. That'll hit.
Yeah, that is, so, on a hit I deal 1d6 plus, oh, cool. So
Neat.
that first 4 goes
Wow.
to it, and then the other one is 1 splash acid damage. So I'm assuming that goes
Okay.
to other
So
things to
which
the
one
side?
were you aiming at?
The center one.
Okay. So
Don't know if that splash is going to hit Sunsipper now that I think about it, but didn't think about it, did I? Learning the system. Aren't I?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know if I would imagine Splash is unfriendly. If I had to guess.
Probably. I'm assuming it's just a...
Yeah. So you get the so the acid just kind of runs off of it.
Sure.
And you get the sense that if you were able to get the acid to just hit it a little harder, it'd be useful. But as it stands, it just kind of rolls off harmlessly. But Sunsipper does take 1 acid damage.
Nailed it. Cool. Well, that was a whopping fucking 2 actions.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll move.
All right.
I'll stride. At least closer.
Okay.
That's it.
Reaching rings.
Yeah, okay. Crap. Takes actions to sheath and draw things, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm assuming you would have come down here, given the manner in which you scared off the shopkeeper. I'm assuming you had a weapon drawn, at least one.
Yeah, I did, and I kind of, as soon as we were coming downstairs, I had already drawn my short sword, and so I did it because but I don't want either of those. I want my sap because it's bludgeoning damage.
Got
it. So kind of screwed on that front. Real talk, I don't know what to do here. I thought I had a plan, and I don't anymore. Because I just realized in my trap finder thing, it says even if I'm not searching, I get to check to find traps that normally require searching.
Okay.
I don't know whether I would have been even aware this was going to go off.
So I will say that not everything that can be learned with recall knowledge has been learned.
Okay. But it would be an occultism check?
So you could actually use a variety of checks. What would you like? What do you have that you'd like to use, and how would you like to pitch it?
Do these appear magical, or are they just kind of?
They are definitely magical in nature.
So I think maybe I might try and use recognize spell, which is an ability I have.
Sure.
So it's when an object or a trap does something that would cast a spell, and I must be aware of it. So I'm going to see if I can figure out what's going to happen.
Okay.
If I'm trained in the skill, spells tradition, I don't know what that means. It's a common spell, a second level or lower. I automatically identify it.
So
I still roll to attempt to get a crit success.
Yeah. So you don't. So you're not trained in any magical traditions.
I don't believe so now.
So I believe you have to roll to identify.
Okay. So that would be.
But that's a reaction when a spell is cast.
Trigger: a creature within line of sight casts a spell that you don't have prepared or in your spell repertoire, or a trap or some object casts such a spell. So I guess I have to wait for the thing to happen.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, that is a reaction. Yep.
Fuck mind.
We're learning.
I guess I'm just gonna rush forward.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if, because I have my swords in my fucking hand. Can I try and flip the crystal with my sword to just try and smack it against a wall?
Sure.
Just move it away from us.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that would be.
You would have a much better time just using your hand to throw it.
But I have things in my hands.
Right. I mean, you could also you could always just drop your weapon. That is a free action.
Sure, I will. Well, I suppose I can use an action to sheathe my short sword.
Yeah.
And then use an action to do this thing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll throw.
All right. Where would you like to throw it?
I don't know what the abilities of throwing are like, so I don't know whether throwing against the far wall is even a conceivable distance to throw a rock, like 25, 30 feet, or whether I'd have to throw it much shorter than that.
So there's an action called Throw Rock, but it doesn't tell me much about it.
Seems applicable.
Bludgeoning damage. Range increment of 30 feet.
Okay. So yeah, I'll pick up the one that's immediately next to me if there's three of these things all doing the same thing, and then I'll step up one and I will throw it down here at the far end. Just gonna give it away like a grenade.
Alright.
I don't know if it takes any damage or anything from that.
So that is a strike. So go ahead and make an unarmed strike, essentially. And on a hit, I guess it'll take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Great. So I don't know whether what these count as in terms of foes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or if does it count as a creature? Because I get like the whole surprise attack and sneak attack stuff.
Yeah. So you would get any of your features that apply.
Okay. So in the first round, if it hasn't gone before I have,
It has not.
initiative, it's flat-footed.
Okay.
And then anything that's flat-footed that I attack, I get to deal an extra 1d6. But that's if I'm using a weapon, so I guess it doesn't count here.
Yeah.
But it is flat-footed. I don't know how that affects.
So flat-footed will reduce its AC by 2.
Okay, cool. I will just roll.
There are special condition markers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. And then it is gonna be 1d6 damage rather than the normal damage for an unarmed attack.
D6.
All right.
3.
So it kind of smacks into the wall, and the wall cracks,
Whoa.
and then it just falls to the floor and keeps vibrating.
Okay. I can't stand over my turn.
All right. So all three of them like vibrate to a crescendo, and they each fire at a random one of you.
No.
Is this an auditory effect?
It is an auditory effect.
Can I counter performance one of them?
You absolutely can. Who would you like to counter performance?
Oh my god.
Protecting reaching rings.
So one of them is going to be at Popcorn. 2 of them are at Sunsipper.
Oh.
I'd like
God.
to attempt to counter perform the one of them at Sunsipper.
Okay. So Popcorn, I need a Fortitude save. Sunsipper, I need a Fortitude save, and then remind me what counter performance does.
Your ally within 60 feet. Performance protects you and your allies. You and your allies in the area can use the better result between your performance check and the saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So you can make a performance check, and then Moritz can use that in place of a saving throw.
Moritz twinsies.
Do you want me to make the
Hey.
performance check?
Yep.
It's almost as old as we are.
All right.
Don't remind me.
So Sunsipper, you succeeded on the first one, and then you take half of 1, which is 0. Popcorn, you saved on yours, so you take half of 5, which is 2.
Okay.
And then for the third one, Fluff Fang got a 19 on the performance. Sunsipper, do you want to make a Fortitude save to see if you can do better than that?
Yep.
You did not.
19.
You did not do better than that. So that performance check was very useful. So you save against the 2 and only take 1. Wow, these are so hilariously.
Does my recognize spell effect trigger now?
Yes. So you can use that. And that is. So you would roll a. Roll a secret check corresponding to the tradition of the spell being cast. So let me pull up your sheet so I can grab the appropriate.
That was such a good use of that effect.
That was.
Dude.
Okay. am figuring out how to do things.
Alright.
You said it cracked the wall.
It did, yeah. The crystal is harder than the wall.
Oh boy.
Frisbee time.
Please.
Sorry, I'm embarrassed.
So they are. So you do recognize the spell, right? What is the hang on? What's the DC? Did I get? Excuse me. How do I set the DC? I don't know how to set the DC.
Yeah.
I rolled high enough for you that I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure it's a success, and I highly doubt it's a critical success. It's in that area, so I'm going to say you recognize the spell, but you don't get the other benefits. So it is shit. I've already lost the name of the spell. Fuck. Oh, it is Concordant Choir, which is a very basic spell. It just fires sonic damage at single targets or areas, depending on how it is focused. Yeah, that's.
I will let people know this.
Alrighty. Popcorn. Nothing anyone has done to these things has seemed to have hurt them yet.
Has it all been... No, it hasn't all been, like, physical damage, right?
Acid and bludgeoning, I believe, are the damage type.
What's my thing?
Bludgeoning?
Just bludgeoning.
I will point out that resistance is a thing and is numerical. So if they resist 5 bludgeoning, they just take 5 less of any bludgeoning damage. For instance, I'm not saying that's what they do.
I would get mad.
Okay, you get mad.
Rawr.
I have a thing on my...
Ha!
Sure.
And then I'm going to move here.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to smack it and see if the fire can do anything then.
All right.
There's a button for flail.
Yeah.
So you would do the strike plus 10.
Yeah.
This is your first attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually a critical hit.
Oh, dope. So critical.
Damn.
Damn.
Take that, resistance.
Is that 26 total damage?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Ah!
You shatter it.
Sweet.
Wow.
Bonk.
I have
Smash.
Great luck with barbarians. This is how I'm playing
Oh
from now
my
on.
god.
Apparently.
Wow, I had an all barbarian day.
Yeah. Good job.
Sweet.
So you just walk over.
You know that VR game we have, the lab, where the arrows and the kids shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sunsipper.
I use interact to pick up that crystal,
Okay.
and then I stride 30 feet. Does 30 feet get me to the door?
How long is the stairway? I don't know. So let's say yes. I can't imagine
I
that stairway.
chuck it into the shop.
Okay.
Well,
Bye.
Okay. Just not my problem.
And I'm assuming that's my third action, so
Yeah.
that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Fluffing.
Do we want to, like, break down the door?
Yes.
Without Sunsipper's light, it's now pitch dark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd know where the door is, right?
Yeah, you would know the door is in the corner.
So I'd like to stride over to the door.
Yep.
And try to open it.
It is
That's so
if
cool.
I believe it is unlocked. Yeah.
gives you like a really cool effect because you're in the darkness for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all
B10,
great
baby.
sound.
Detection
Boundary
radiuses
D10.
and things like that.
Yeah. So go ahead and click on the door to open it.
I can't do that.
Oh, what the hell? Why not?
I did.
Go.
There you go.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Bunch of assholes.
There we go. The concentrated smell of flowers in this spacious laboratory is somehow even stronger than it was upstairs. Long wooden tables along the south wall, to your left, are covered with candles. A large unlit stone fireplace takes up the room's rounded southwest corner. You know, the opposite side of the room. The north wall, to your right, features two rounded tables, one holding a cauldron of stew, the other riddled with burn marks and covered in wax. Similar scorch marks and splatters appear on the floor at the center of the room, beneath a massive cauldron of gently bubbling wax. Next to the bubbling cauldron, a towering set of sturdy wooden shelves. It's literally like between you and the cauldron. I love how it's just like the read aloud text is not at all from the only way that you could have entered this room. Towering set of sturdy wooden shelves are laden with a hodgepodge of tools for candle making and alchemy. 3 doors lead out of this room, 2 along the east wall and a 3rd in the northwest corner. And the real loud text also doesn't tell you about the dude that is totally like barely visible in the light, who, as you throw open the door, is finishing quaffing a it's basically like a Mountain Dew bottle sized potion. He's just fucking chugging it.
Like a 2 liter?
Yeah, no, like a 20 like a
Oh,
half
alright.
liter,
Oh, okay.
like a half liter bottle.
Soda comes in a lot of different bottles.
That's fair. That's fair.
I like the little tiny baby one.
Yeah.
But he chugs like a half a liter of something, and as he throws it to the ground, you get a good look at him, and he looked like these.
Oh,
Jesus
Got them
Oh.
silver teeth.
Does
That's
have shiny
syphilis.
teeth.
Look at his nails.
I don't
So
like the
that
look of
was
just a
one
monkey
action
choice.
total so far.
Yeah, that was 2 actions.
Strike. Was it 2 or was it 1?
It was 1 action to stride and 1 to open the door.
Oh.
Yep.
I need that apron for like wine bottles so I don't spill any. That'd be dope.
Becoming
What's the
a
next
Just the
wino.
most white woman.
Yeah,
thing
moving
to
is an
say.
action.
Oh, God damn.
Thank you.
She also needs a holster for her
It's my entire brand.
massive white wine glass with ice in it.
Mm.
I would
My
like
doctor
to
said only one
stride
glass
up
a day.
and out of sight.
Okay. All right. So just immediately take. I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, I point
Alright.
to everyone else that's in there,
All right. Bottlespeaker.
and I point to the crystal behind me.
Yeah, there's a crystal like right next to you, like currently like vibrating itself into a fit.
I got it.
Actually, they go before me.
Bottlespeaker. It's your turn. Pick up crystal. Throw it at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, throw it into the room. I can't actually see him.
Okay. You want to just draw a 30-foot line?
Sure.
Straight in that cauldron. Come on.
Yeah.
No, it's too far.
Oh,
Sadly.
Damn.
30 feet.
Yeah.
All right, so you just throw it like onto the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's in 1 action.
Yep. You're right there. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, this here's a learning experience because I'm looking at this here spell, Entangle,
Yep.
and there doesn't seem to be any sort of a concentration check. Now I'm just a simple 5e player.
concentrate.
But do I have to sustain or anything like that? If it doesn't say sustain, it just lasts.
I believe it needs to have the sustain trait.
Hi,
So
my
I
nerded
don't have
beard.
to spend an action on subsequent turns.
I believe.
Thanks for that
It
prize.
just lasts
sub.
for 1
But it
minute.
does have the concentrate.
Concentrate.
That does not. That's not actually. That has nothing to do with what we would consider concentration from 5th edition. So sustained will be in the duration of the spell. Say sustained up to a minute or sustained up to an hour.
Neato Botito.
In order to need to.
You got incredibly hickish.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and
it just
then
says duration.
I'm gonna place a 20-foot burst then in that case. As I
1 minute.
Does it require plants to already be there?
It does not appear to.
Does not appear to.
Does plants in the area entangle?
Sure.
Maybe counts as difficult terrain.
All right.
So I'm just gonna make sure he can't,
get nowhere near you.
Get nowhere near us.
All right.
I think I can. I'm only doing it in places I can see.
Right.
So let's call it this.
Okay.
Thank God for automation and foundry.
That's a 20-foot burst.
That was a 20-foot burst.
All right.
According
The
to
range
the
on that spell is a lot. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty.
Many much.
That's your.
That's my turn. I just and just vines start sprouting.
Reaching rings.
Oh crap.
Ooh, Charlotte.
Pass.
Come close to us easily.
I love how none of you can see the guy.
Yeah.
No.
So his token is invisible, but also the area is visible.
I mean, that's
I guess I'm gonna stride, so I'll go 15 feet to here, see what I can see. I see a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
And I'll continue. Can I dash or anything in this game, or just use an extra?
You would use another stride to get more movement.
Okay. And are those plants gonna stop me, or is it just on him?
That's a good question. Each round that a creature starts its turn in the area, it must attempt a reflex save.
And is it just affecting the floor, or is it affecting all surfaces?
It seems like it's affecting all surfaces.
Which is peculiar.
Okay.
I mean, you can beat my...
But it only affects you at the start of your turn. So you can just run an attack, and all it does is reduce your speed. It doesn't restrain.
Right. Unless you
crit fail. And
which
then
is very unlikely for you.
Yeah. And then it's immobilized.
Okay.
If it helps, I can also cast Fleet Step on you later.
I think what I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to move forward one more so some people still have access.
Okay.
And then I can drop my sword as a free action.
Yep.
So then I'll use my second action to draw my short bow.
Okay.
And then fire at him for my third action.
Okay.
Just draw my short bow.
Wow.
When not in the first, is it only the first round this counts as? The first round of combat, which is not this, so I guess shoot him as normal.
Alright.
Shoot him. 19.
And it is at this time I realize I don't know its AC. That does hit.
Hey!
Cool. For 2 damage.
Wow. Alright.
But hey, it's got deadly D10. Which is neat.
It is the Crystal Hazard's turn. So the one that Sunsipper threw is going to fire at a random creature that it can aim at, which is Sunsipper. So I need you to make a Fortitude save.
Absolutely.
It's fine. As soon as you run away, I won't be able to shoot at you anymore.
Yeah.
19. I believe 19 is the...
It's gone very
that is a fail, actually. So you take 5 sonic damage.
Oh no.
And now
Thunder,
this one...
I mean Sonic.
Yeah, thunder. Yeah. And now the other one that's just kind of... They got thrown at the wall is going to shoot at Fluff Fang, unsurprisingly. Jesus. So I need a Fortitude save from Fluff Fang.
It is.
No.
That is a critical failure.
Oh no.
So you take double damage. A whopping 2. Wow. Wow. Jesus Christ. Okay. D20. On a success. Interesting. Okay. You are also deafened for a minute on a critical fail.
Okay.
That seems vaguely important. But also, does deafened make you immune to sonic damage? You're immune to auditory effects.
Dope.
Well,
Interesting.
whoop.
That is rather interesting. Okay then. So it is a hidden creature's turn.
Mm.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
So it has to make a reflex save because it's in an area. What is your save DC?
19.
Well, it got an 18.
Well, fuck you then.
So its speed is reduced by 10.
Yeah, not that impactful, really.
What was its speed? Where is its speed? I hate monster stat blocks.
Well, sure.
Okay. So it's going to fly. And then it's going to fly.
Did you say fly?
Yeah. So it becomes
problem.
visible as it flies out of the room. And it is a scented candle homunculus.
Oh my god.
So it is a candle with wings, and the candle is lit, and it
Sorry.
smells absolutely overwhelmingly of lavender.
Oh no.
And I need Reaching Rings and Fang to make fortitude saves.
Is this against an emotional?
It is not.
And,
Roll
Good
a D-
question, though.
Roll a D20 not to cry.
We'll do
Well,
20
I
not to
have-
be relaxed.
I
Yeah.
have Undaunted, which means I'm less affected by emotions.
That okay.
So fortitude save.
I wish I had that. Fuck.
Right.
At the same time, an enchanted ladder.
Oh, I didn't-
would be
I
one.
assume I.
No,
Yeah, you can
no,
roll those in the
full
open.
sacrifice for making
So Reaching Rings, you succeed and are unaffected.
details.
Fang, you fail and you are sickened 1.
Sickened.
So sickened is a status that always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to this value on all of your checks and DCs. You can't willingly ingest anything, including elixirs and potions, while sickened. You can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover, which lets you immediately attempt a fortitude save against the effect that made you sickened. The DC of the effect that made you sickened. And on a success, you reduce your sickened value by 1. So you can, you should be able to, or I should be able to add sickened to your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Let me drag sickened onto you. There, yeah, sickened 1. So you've got sickened. So let me reveal that in initiative. And it is Popcorn's turn. There's a homunculus. It smells pungent even from
Can I
where
even
you're at.
see it yet? No, I can't.
In the dark.
Yeah.
So it is concealed from you. So if you were to try to attack it, so you do know the square it's in, but it is concealed. If you try to attack it, you have to make a DC 5 flat check. So you just roll a D20. If you get a 5 or higher, you succeed. If you fail on that check, the action is wasted.
I'll try to find it.
What?
Wait.
No, you know where it is.
Oh.
It's just you can't see it. So it is concealed.
Got it. I'm gonna move.
But it is in this square. I will let you know that. You gotta get Sunsipper down them stairs.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna do.
There's no light coming from that room.
There is light coming from this room. The cauldron is. There's a fire under the cauldron. It's just not.
It doesn't seem to be pouring into the room beyond.
It's not a very large light.
Okay.
So you're gonna try to attack?
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a flat check.
Just roll a
Roll
d20.
1d20. Alright, so you succeed. So you are allowed to attack.
Okay.
Huh?
Big money no winners. Smash.
23 will hit.
Damage.
Nice.
Just looking at this thing's incredibly long list of immunities.
Fire!
So God, if it's immune to fire, it's made of wax.
None of them are fire. Oh, sorry. You do need to. It's not going to affect your attack, but
Okay.
you do need to make a fortitude save against the sickening perfume aura. Yeah. So that is a success. So you are unaffected. So you're going to hit it for 11 damage. It's not immune or resistant to either of those.
Okay.
Um,
And then can I try to hit it again with a -5?
Yep.
All right.
You do still need to make another flat check.
Okay.
You fail.
All right. Well,
So
that's
the
my
fact
action.
that it is in darkness means you just swung where you thought it was.
I
And it
just
wasn't.
fucking hit it!
Well, you hit it, and then it bobbed around like a flying thing, and you didn't account for that.
Ugh.
All right.
All right. It is Darius's turn, so you can make a reflex save versus that they're entangled. That's a whopping fucking 12. So he gets a -10 to his speeds.
That is correct.
All right. So he's got a whopping 15.
Until it leaves the area.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Wow. Oh, just like he doesn't get to repeat the save.
Creatures can attempt to escape, capital E escape, at Entangle's DC to remove these effects.
Okay. Damn. Okay. So I was looking at the ready action, which costs 2 actions. So I was like, oh, can you ready something up to 2 actions? No, you can ready a single action. Because he was just gonna ready for like, oh, someone's gonna come in here and I'll whack him. But instead, I think he's damn. I don't know what to do. God.
Yeah, get fucked, Darius. But I'm sorry, Ian. You want to just stride? You want to stride into view? You want to stride into view of my spells?
Stride.
He's going to stride here and then take cover.
Damn it.
So he's just gonna like run past the door, like past the door and like push himself against the wall with this like gun thing, just like up. That's his fucking turn.
Someone should break one of the bottles on his apron and see if it's like corrosive.
I'll tell you, I'm really glad right now that I brought my daughter to this fight.
Sunsipper.
She's been so useful.
He's protected in your head. I move down the stairs so that people can actually see what the hell is going on.
That is reasonable.
I again forgot how to.
Hey, baby, you okay?
Is it control? It is.
Her foot keeps falling asleep when she lays down.
I'm just gonna announce right now there's no way we get through the whole thing.
Nah, that's fine.
Oh,
There's no
I'm
goddamn
sorry.
way.
We're learning.
Oh, come on.
Because like there's more after this.
Oh.
We
There's a
play
wall
until we're done.
I mean, it's already
It's
after
late
midnight.
for you guys.
We play until we're done.
Look at Moritz's face. He's basically dead.
Let's-
No,
It
he's
looks
not.
great
He's
and happy.
beautiful.
I mean, yeah, but like a Black Dahlia sort of way.
All right, what are you doing, Sons? So as you get within 5 feet of the homunculus, you need to make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh no.
I think it's just called fortitude save.
You can throw.
20.
That's a success. You are not sickened.
Bitch.
Wow.
I am going to use Flaming Sphere
Oh, okay.
and place it next to Darius,
Alright,
behind him,
okay.
sort of the. Let me ping.
Like there.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Please tell me I have like a flaming sphere, like, no.
I could also just copy myself if I can. Nope.
I'll just, I think you want to put that in his space, actually.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, put that on him space. Make it 2.5. Fill color, very red.
That is a sustained spell for me.
Okay. Alright. So there's a flaming
casting
sphere.
time of 2. So that's all I can do.
So you create a sphere of flame. It deals 3d6 fire damage to each creature in the square where it first appears. They get a basic reflex save. Okay. So he has to make a basic reflex save against your save. That is a critical success.
Damn it.
Can I spend a luck to have him re-roll?
No.
Damn it.
So he takes no damage on the first turn, which makes no goddamn sense to me, but that's how the spell do.
He has a protective apron on, right?
Yeah, he's got a protective apron. Yeah,
that's true.
That's it.
Used to dealing with alchemy and shit.
Right.
Meant to not be burned. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Action to take off his apron.
And then, so Flaming Sphere does not work like it does in 5e. It seems like when you sustain it, you just teleport it to another square. It doesn't have to like roll a certain distance. It's just pick another square within. So it does roll, but you can roll
range,
it
30
to
feet.
yeah, but like you can roll it from 30 feet that way to 30 feet that way. So like
No, I think it. No, it doesn't have to be within 30 feet of you, because that's the range of the spell.
It has to be within 30 feet of you.
No,
my point is like there's no distance limit on how far you can roll it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
just recasting the spell without using the spell slot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Essentially.
Which is okay.
So it is the other homunculus's turn, because that's a thing that exists. Does a 13 save against Entangle?
Nope.
They all have lost speed to this thing.
Good. The indication.
So it can only fly 30 feet.
Only.
What actions does this thing have? Another one. So it's gonna go here. Aha! And then so I need popcorn, Bottlespeaker, and reaching rings to make fortitude saves against the horrible smell.
Here we fucking go.
No. That's not great.
So the 14 is a fail.
Okay.
So you are sickened. So let me drop some sickened on you. Sunsipper, you are actually out of the range. It's this homunculus.
Sorry.
Because it just moved its aura. Actually, Fang, as it flies past you, you need to make a save as well.
Ain't that some shit?
So that is a fail. So you are sickened 1, but sickened. So numerical statuses do not stack. You just take the higher of the effects that you are affected by. So you do not become sickened 2. You're just still sickened. And this homunculus still has 2 actions, which I completely forgot about with the other homunculus. So it's just gonna start attacking people. So it's just gonna start biting people. I'm not entirely sure how that works. It's made of wax. But it's gonna attack. It's gonna attack reaching rings.
Little wax teeth.
Yeah.
Wax teeth. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
How about a 9?
Yes. Oh my god. Weirdly, yes, it does.
All right, cool.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
The lower the number, the better.
So we're back up to Fluffang. You are sickened.
I would like to cheer that save.
So you're gonna spend an action retching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. So go ahead.
How do I do advantage on this?
So after you click on the fortitude button,
keep higher.
Yeah, there's 3 radio buttons. Normal is currently selected. If you select keep higher, that'll roll with it with what we call advantage. All right, and that is a success.
Yay!
So you successfully remove the sickened condition. Just
with my remaining 2 actions, I'd like to telekinetic projectile
Okay.
one of the crystals.
All right. So this way. And where are you throwing it?
Probably like, how do I ping?
Just click and hold.
Click.
You can hold it.
Or you can hold X for the little hand.
So just lob it over
Just
here.
behind, yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Bottlespeaker.
That's me.
That is you.
So Darius is Darius is taking cover, correct?
Yep. Giving him a +4 to AC unless you can get around to the point where he no longer has cover from you.
Dirty bastard. Well, fuck that then. I will. Do allies provide cover?
I believe any creature provides cover.
This is.
I could be wrong.
No, they do. We talked about this.
Shitty ass ball tits. I guess I'll stride. Ugh. Fucking no. I can't use my fucking acid splash cantrip. But our allies difficult terrain as well.
Oh.
Doesn't really matter. I'm just curious.
Don't know.
Either way, I'm gonna move here because my speed's 30 feet, so I'm probably okay with doing that. And then I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the homunculus that I can see.
Okay.
Where is my attack option? Wait, what is this? Oh, I'm dumb. That's why.
Oh?
Nothing. 28 to hit?
That is a critical hit.
Oh, dip! The target takes double damage and takes a 10-foot status penalty to its speed for 1 round.
Wee!
Wow.
Yay, it's me, I slow things. There is no critical damage, however, so
that's
I'm just
annoying.
gonna have to
So roll, and then we'll double it.
And then, so 16.
Yeah. So what does it look like when you kill a candle homunculus?
I calmly step around my friends and just to Sunsipper. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, Snapdragon. And just blow through my open, perfectly circular gourd mouth into my hand, and there's this, this shearing ice that cuts the candle in half and freezes both sides, and then just
shatters.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not very dramatic.
Yeah,
it's just
cool.
It's frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Mactera. You freeze it, it falls and shatters.
Right. But then your friends waste a little bit of ammo. Sure.
Right.
Anyway.
Anything else?
That's all my actions.
All right. Reaching ring.
Okay. It's like it's just the point of more than me being really stupid. But when you have the white weapons and like you're holding them, you get like the little like fist symbol that says like 1.
Yep.
Does that mean that that weapon only takes 1 hand to use?
That means that you're holding it in one hand.
Okay. Because there isn't anything like, I know this is dumb because obviously not, but like short bows don't say anything about needing to use both hands to use.
Correct. So bows and things like that, you only need 1 hand. You only need 1 hand to hold.
You need to have a free hand to fire it.
Yeah.
Okay, because it just doesn't like indicate anything about that as part of the weapon type. I know, obviously, in common sense, you would need to. But, like, if I was holding a dagger, I could still, like, draw and knock an arrow whilst I still have the dagger, like, in that hand. So I was just, like, thinking maybe that's why they've got it in.
Don't think that will work. Hey, we got a cheer from Brent.
Yeah.
From Moses.
Thanks.
Moses.
Oh, the homunculus is gone, so I guess I'll move into this.
I mean, there's a homunculus in your space.
Oh, I don't see them.
No. Wait. Where'd it go?
Nope.
What?
There hasn't been one there the whole time.
There's this one?
There's this one?
I don't see one.
Nope.
Oh, I never made it
I've never
visible.
seen one. Oh.
Oopsies.
I thought it was just under it. Yeah.
Oopsie doodle. That's my bad.
Does that mean I can't move through them because I don't have run through or whatever?
It is a tiny creature, so you can move through it.
Okay. Also, I will move here, and I guess I will fire at Dude Darius.
At Darius. Alright. So he's going to get a +4 to his AC because he has taken cover.
What a taunt.
And I don't know what kind of bonus that is.
A +1
27 to hit.
incidental or
It might be untyped actually. I don't know.
What, cover?
Yeah,
what
cover
do
what kind of bonuses.
I'm gonna look that up. We
Okay,
can...
cool. So
it's on
27.
page 477.
That doesn't help me. I don't have a physical fucking book
I
yet.
mean, we can if we go to the source.
Yeah,
you know,
just
site.
go
Suck
the-
it up.
I got it.
Suck it the fuck up.
But regardless of what kind of bonus that is, and regardless of how big the bonus is, 27 is gonna fucking hit.
Okay, just a regular hit.
Yeah.
Oh. I roll like shit.
Ranged weapons kind of don't do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, I really
Until
wish I
they
had like dropped my shit.
They do really well on a crit, though.
Yeah, because they have
So,
deadly.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my bow away as my other action.
Okay, done.
Yeah.
All right, it is the Crystal Hazard's turn, and it does. Here, I'm just gonna move this guy just for like line of sight purposes. It's not giving me line of sight. It's great. What? Hang on. Okay. This is gonna get real weird for 1 second. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, so it can see literally all of you. So I'm gonna roll a 1d7 for who this crystal attacks. Oh, Darius, cool.
Yeah. Get fucked, Darius.
So he has to make a fortitude. No. So it targets Darius, and nothing happens because he made the damn
Oh, that's
thing.
bullshit.
That is
It's
some shit.
attuned to him.
You can tune to this.
Popcorn.
Pop, motherfucker.
Oh wait, I have to roll to see. Yeah. So the crystal actually just shatters itself. It's like it just gets so fucking excited that it just blows up.
Isn't that relatable?
It's okay. It happens to a lot of people.
So I can see the thing
The homunculus.
below
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. 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 It's just a candle with like wax wings. Head is on fire. Vaguely has like a mouth shape. Just swinging at it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait. Why is it a +9 now?
I don't know. It wasn't. Oh, because you're sickened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, it's not
Well,
fine.
That's not gonna hit.
Gonna do it again.
Would you like to
With
retch?
a -5
to,
and a -1.
Would you like to use an action to retch to try to repeat your
No.
save versus Ara?
Fine.
So you just hit it.
I mean,
I mean, you can do both. You can retch and then attack.
I'll retch and then attack. Sounds like a thing I do. What do I make?
Fortitude save.
Okay.
That succeeds. You're
Alright,
no
dope.
longer sickened.
Now let's try to hit it one more time.
Okay.
Map 5.
Map 5.
Yep.
Beep.
Critical hit.
Get fucked,
God
idiot.
damn it.
Crunch.
That is
That's the second 26 damage critical.
Steph only
My cheats
rolls
and foundry.
crits with Barbarian.
My cheats
You
and
also
foundry
rolled
are
the
working.
same damage for both of like
Oh, that's weird.
on your D10 and your. Oh wait. Oh sorry. The rage is just 4 fire.
Oh, yeah.
But you rolled the same damage on your D10 both times. What the fuck? Okay, it's fucking dead.
That's my 3 actions.
Alrighty. It's Darius's turn. He's gonna pop up and say something real witty, I'm sure.
He says that real witty, I'm sure.
Looks like a whole lot of kindling. And then he
Sure.
fires his hot wax sprayer.
That's
That's
not
what I
Twitch
call my... I don't know what.
So let me just draw
I'm
a
sorry.
15-foot cone, make sure it can hit. It does not hit Sunsipper. Unless I can...
Yes.
No. It does... Wait, can I put it there? No, it does not hit Sunsipper. But everyone else needs to make a reflex save.
Oh, yeah.
22.
16.
This is not gonna
I'm a
go
grandmother.
well.
So 22 will save. 16, 19, and 10 will all fail.
Do I need to declare luck before you would have told me that or not?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna luck climb. I'll use my hero point.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
your fate
like
is
Dave.
sealed. Wax sealed.
Oh, it just adds hero points.
Moritz, I'm struggling.
Right click to remove.
I worked hard on that one.
figured it out.
I know you
29 now.
29 will succeed.
did. No, you did.
Oh boy, this is complicated. Okay, so on a success, so the two of you who have succeeded take 11 fire damage.
11 on a succeed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the two of you that have failed take 12 fire damage and 1d6 persistent fire damage.
Oh no. I can add that to myself because I know.
I'm going to. I just need. So who was it that failed? It was you and who else? It was
Me.
Fang. Okay. So you have persistent damage. So at the end of each of your turns, you're gonna take 1d6 fire damage.
It will remind you when it's your turn, and then damage you when.
That is
It
dope.
won't damage you, but it'll roll the damage.
It'll roll the damage. That
automatically
is
at the
pretty
end of the
fucking
turn.
dope. And that is his turn because he took the step, and then spray hot wax is 2 actions. And that is him turn. Sunsipper, it's your turn.
I didn't take any damage from that hot wax. I don't think.
Why not?
On my
Oh,
sheet,
wait.
it just says current HP 35 out of
Oh
35.
yeah. No, it doesn't automate that. Or it can, but I didn't. I think if I just hit
Yeah, if you select the tokens and hit damage, it'll.
yeah. Yeah, okay. So I can do that.
Okay.
What?
I had already.
Do you want me to do damage or do you want me to heal? Because if I spend all of my 3 actions, I can do an AoE heal, or I can damage him and do a single person heal.
I say we murder him. Personally.
Will it blend?
Actually, I can heal 2 people if I attack him.
I say we murder him while he's out in the open.
You can always use recall knowledge to see what else he might be capable of, or if he's capable like
Well,
what.
that's an action.
That is an action, so that would preclude your 3 action heal. But someone else could do that.
Action, it fucking sucks.
All right. Then I'm gonna use sustain spell, which
Okay.
is 1 action
Yep.
to move my flaming sphere into his space.
Yep.
So he needs to make a dex save, a reflex save.
Yep.
DC 19.
That's a save,
God,
but not a critical
okay.
success.
Okay, so he takes half at least. Did
Yep.
I put it up here? I'll just put it again. Da, 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 da. I can't. It's already been expended. Well, isn't that nice? R/R 3d6. So he
Alright.
takes 6 points of fire damage.
All right.
And then who's worse off among Reaching Rings, Bottlespeaker, and Popcorn,
I'm
because
30
y'all
out
I
of
can
41,
touch.
so I'm fine.
I'm fine as well.
I'm 23 out of 35.
25 and
Well,
38. So
listen,
yeah,
that sounded a lot more dramatic when all of you were set on fire.
Yeah. I mean,
so I
so
guess I'm gonna-
so he did just spray a cone of hot wax. So everyone's just like covered in quickly cooling wax, except Fluff, Fang, and Bottlespeaker. Your wax, for whatever reason, is not cooling quickly.
I'm so mad that the wax doesn't solidify on me.
Yeah, then I'm going to do
how it works, right?
a heal on Bottlespeaker.
Okay. Is that
Just
a 2 action heal?
A 1 action heal.
Okay.
Because I can touch him.
Yep.
Doesn't need to make a save, I don't think.
No, that's for
Although-
if you use heal on an undead creature to
Yeah.
damage it. So I will
Yeah.
point out that if you use the 2 action heal, you get an extra 16 healing.
Well, but the problem is he's only lost 10, so it's kind of
Sure.
wasted.
Sure.
So just a normal heal. You take 5.
Wow.
And then the same thing for, I don't know, Popcorn or Reaching Rings.
Yeah, these rolls are
Garbage.
ass.
Yeah.
Wow. You even have a feat
Absolute
to increase
garbage.
your heal spell to d10s.
Yeah.
Oh, did you heal
I
me?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're squishier than popcorn.
So what? The 6 is me.
Yep.
And that's me.
Alrighty. Fluffing.
I'm gonna stick him with the pointy end.
Alrighty.
You need to take the fire damage now.
No,
That's
at
the end of the turn.
It will roll the damage.
Okay.
Can I pat it out or something?
I believe the way persistent damage works is at the end of each of your turns, you make a DC 15 flat check.
No, I think you have.
Or is it as an action?
I believe it says an action.
I gotta look it up. Persistent damage. Persistent damage comes from blah blah blah. Runs its course and automatically ends after a certain amount of time as fire burns out, blood clots, and the like. DM determines when this occurs, but usually 1 minute. You can take steps to help yourself recover from persistent damage, or an ally can help you. This is usually an activity requiring 2 actions. It must be something that would reasonably improve your chances. So, smothering a flame, washing off acid. This allows you to attempt an extra flat check immediately, but only once per round.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Alright.
So
that is a DC 15 flat check, so you just roll a d20, and you're looking for a 15 or higher. Nope. So you do still get to make one of those at the end of your turn for free, and you do still have 1 action remaining for your turn. So you just spend a while trying to pat yourself off ineffectually. And a 21 will hit him. Alrighty. 3 damage. Why is it only 1? Oh, because even finesse weapons use your strength for the damage modifier. But your dex for the attack modifier. It's very odd. Damage expressions in this game seem to be way lower than 5e.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Very strange.
Very strange.
And then I get another roll to put myself out.
Yep. Nope.
No.
So when I click next turn, it will roll damage for you automatically. Oh, and there's a button for roll recovery check. So that's automated too.
Okay.
We don't have to hit that because you already rolled and failed it. But let me just... Oh, I have a button that says roll recovery check. So let's apply the damage. Fang takes 4 damage. And it's Bottlespeaker's turn.
Hooray! Wow.
Wow.
So I can use an action to try to roll that flat check.
Yeah, 2 actions. 2 actions, yeah.
I don't know who's in charge, like who designed Pathfinder.
I don't know. I don't know the Crawford DL at.
Yeah, I'm looking for Crawford of Pathfinder. You try my patience.
I'm legit gonna Google who's the Crawford.
Yeah, and while you do that, I will instead.
Jim Butler's the CEO, but I don't know whether.
God damn it, buddies!
The game design.
Jim Bob Butt Man.
A guy called Mark Saitler or something like that.
Mark, you. Thanks. I'm having fun. I'm gonna cast
Thanks
acid
for making
arrow.
such a cool game.
I'm gonna do the acid arrow. It's 2 actions. It goes something like that. Pew pew pew.
All right.
I'm gonna cheer it.
What's the
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cheer it. I have no idea if this is actually gonna roll. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Mark Safter. I was correct.
Yeah. Why, Mark? Anyway, cheering. He doesn't. Yeah.
Yep.
Why do I always think because it asks me? I'm like, oh, I have to make sure all that stuff's right. It's the same as it should be. It's fine. 23.
That'll hit.
Cool. And then damage. 13.
13 acid. Jesus. Okay.
Ooh.
That's a bunch.
Plus 1d6 persistent that he takes.
Let me just drag that onto him.
Because 2 can play at that game.
Persistent damage, 1d6 acid. Look at that.
Yeah. Wow.
Done?
Yeah, I guess I have 1 more action, and I guess I'll use it to
be sad.
You recall knowledge?
You could do that.
Okay.
What would you like to know about this guy?
I would like to know what his fucking problem is. I'd like to know if he has if there's anything that would help him resist any various damages of our...
Okay. So go ahead and roll. So it's kind of weird. The knowledge skill for humanoids is society.
Nope, don't like that. At all.
But if you're confident that nothing about his actual body is helping him, then you could roll crafting.
Personally, I am.
To determine whether anything he is wearing.
I will do that one, but they are the same modifier.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And again,
so that is secret.
Yeah. Oh, secret. Okay.
Yep.
Here comes a 1.
Okay. So it would appear that the bottles in his apron are feeding into his veins and providing him protection from a variety of
Smash the
damage
bottles!
types.
Oh my god.
Smash the
That
bottles!
is, yeah.
I'm going to assume that I either rolled really poorly or really well.
I mean, you should live up to your name.
Huh?
It would explain why his teeth and nails are weird.
I am the Bottlespeaker.
Yeah.
I speak to the bottles.
I thought the
Fuck, I
potion
thought it was
at first,
Bottlebreaker.
but
I'm not that cool. I'm not a barbarian. You're the Bottlebreaker. That's my turn. So sorry.
All right. Reaching
I'm
range.
going to take some damage.
Oh, yeah. So you take 5 damage and you get to roll a recovery check.
Shabba!
Hey!
Ooh.
And it just deleted the condition.
because-
that's so cool. Automation.
Yeah, that is
Pathfinder-
neat.
Reaching range.
I'm telling you.
Is that information that Bottlespeaker would have shared?
Yes. In fact, he would have thought aloud. Actually, Twin Sprout would have just said it for him because, like, she's in his head.
Yelling through your eye hole.
Yeah.
Break the bottle, man!
So two questions. One, would I know that the sickened condition, which means that they can't willingly ingest elixirs and potions, would stop the potions from infusing? Like, would that counteract his ability to, like...
No, that's specifically for ingestion, which is an oral intake.
Okay, and because we're size different, am I able to, like, go under his legs and through his space?
I don't know. I believe there's a tumble through action you can take. Yes. So tumble through, which is 1 action. You stride up to your speed. During this movement, you can try to move through the space of 1 enemy. Attempt an acrobatics check against the enemy's reflex DC. And on a success, you can move through their space, treating their squares as difficult terrain.
Okay, cool. I will take the tumble action.
All right. So making.
I'm picking up my rapier, which is in the space next to me, as an action.
Okay.
So that is now in one hand. I'm gonna, take the tumble through.
Okay.
And come in here.
Okay. So I will point out that if you're here, you are flanking, which makes him flat-footed against your attacks.
Oh, shit.
Excellent. I'll do that then.
Okay. But you do need to make the acrobatics check versus his reflex DC, because if you fail, your movement ends before you enter square.
Sure, that's fine. Acrobatics. I'm gonna cheer it.
Okay.
Looking towards the end of the session.
Can.
So reflex check, right?
No, you're making an acrobatics check versus his reflex DC.
Keep higher. Roll 26.
That will succeed. Yep.
Okay. So I have my sword in my hand, and I have 1 action left. I'm just gonna stab him.
All right.
He is flat-footed against me, which means that I get sneak attack damage.
Yep. And his AC is reduced by 2. Whee!
Okay. Stab. Do I need to put anything in on my end for the flat-footedness or anything like that?
I do not believe so. Thank you. You shocked me.
13 to hit.
Suck it up, it's electricity
that
damage.
Will
Hey, thanks for the follow, Lint Trap.
that will not hit.
Okay,
Well,
that
the
is
name's
me
popping
done.
up.
All right, that was a cool turn though. You just pick up your rapier as you slide through his legs and stab at him.
Yeah, so my next turn, if we get there, is I get my other weapon, and then I can feint attack. Double stab. Be good. I didn't
Popcorn.
want to be in Popcorn's way.
Yeah, popcorn. Your turn.
Hey.
Swing 50.
Damn. Critical hit.
I'm aiming for the bottles on his
Okay.
apron.
Are you trying to kill him?
Yeah, fuck this guy. He looks evil.
Okay.
Right?
The
Reasonable.
cauldron.
What?
Yeah.
Push him in the cauldron.
All right.
Oh.
So you
I'm a chef. I know
you
what I'm doing.
swing your flail, at his thigh region,
Mm-hmm.
and each of the 3 heads of your flail hit the 3 bottles, and he is just peppered with glass. And
Peppered.
he is bleeding profusely. And he's just like scooping blood from his thighs as he slumps to the ground, terrified, and dies.
Oh, that went dark.
I told you I got a
Job,
bitch.
popcorn.
Yeah, good job. As I'm like patting out Fluff. Can I
Yeah.
help with that at all? Like, can I?
Yeah.
Put it out!
Yes.
If there's any
So
living
Hot sauce.
Leshies left.
so yeah, we actually we do need to stay in initiative order until Fang is no longer on fire.
Well, I have 2 actions left. So
One action.
You
I
have
have
one
one
action. You
action.
had,
I
you
moved, yeah.
strode. Yeah. So Sunsipper, would you like to try and put Fang out?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a flat check.
A flat check, just a d20.
Yep. You're looking for a 15 or higher. Womp.
There was
Well,
a
I'm
button
gonna use my
somewhere.
cheerspiration.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool. I think you mean your luck. Cheers for announcing.
That is
before
what
you-
I mean.
All right, cool. Okay, so Fang no longer on fire.
Yay.
All right, so now we can leave initiative, which means popcorn stops raging.
no.
I just was checking. I have a flat check macro.
Got it.
Someone need a heal?
I have potions if anyone needs them.
Glug.
I can.
Yeah, everyone's got a lot of potions.
Before we start, we go on using them. I can just get buried again,
Sure.
but I guess everybody's hurt.
Yeah, everybody's a little hurt.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm only 5 down.
Can I soothe myself?
What
No.
what does soothe?
Go on.
If-
Yeah, I heard can I sue myself, and I was like,
Soothe.
Oh, soothe is a healing spell.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see why not.
Well, then who's still damaged? Who needs?
While they're healing, I'm gonna look for Leshies if I find any living.
Okay.
I'm a little hurt, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah, we just spend an AoE heal.
Oh,
There's a door.
Why the fuck not?
Okay. Too much healing in this goddamn region.
I'm 7 hit points down. Because I get temps when I rage.
I'll see what happens when.
There is a door. Feel free
Moritz-
to open
Moritz is-
doors. I don't. It's fine.
10.
Cool.
Still sucks.
I mean, that's
Bridge.
not bad. Not bad. That should be 35. Moses, learn how to count.
So, so just to sort of quickly summarize a few details about this this place. So this room that you just went into, this cluttered room is packed with alchemical tools in various states of repair, prototype candles, and fragments of crystals. Blah blah blah, etc., etc. So as you search around, you do find a lot of notes about, meticulous notes, in fact, about the descriptions of and process for creating crystals, candles, and alchemical concoctions. There are also ledgers, because this is, an actual business where he, sells things. And of note in those ledgers is this particular invoice. What the fuck? Show invoice to all play. What the? That's new. Okay. This invoice.
Lady Constance must die!
It's very tiny on stream. I apologize.
Labor 20 hours at 2 per hour. Hand delivery. Don't send.
House plants,
So
lavender.
she wants lavender for the party on the 28th.
We have to kill her.
Yeah.
what are we doing? Because we hit 8 p.m.
That's a good question. So I will say that today is the 27th.
Okay.
Oh. Fuck.
Well, it was the 28th. It's now the 29th.
The party.
The party is on the 28th. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did put the party on the 28th of Abadius, which is the Galarian January. But yeah, the houseplants, lavender. I made an invoice. It's dumb.
It's not dumb.
No.
Those are the handouts that matter. The cute ones.
The cute ones.
Yeah.
And the heady
This
ones.
one's Sorcery Lane, which is just suspicious.
Sorcery Lane.
Sorcery Lane.
Oh, if
so yeah.
someone isn't at full hit points who was in my heal, you also get an additional 16 hit points just based on top.
My God. What? That is
I was
so
only
much
5
healing.
down, so I just didn't take part.
No, that's an AoE.
Yeah, the extra 16 hit points is only if you do the 2-action version.
Oh, so it's only an extra 8 because it's heightened from
No.
first to second level.
So that's no. So the heightening from first to second gave you the 2d10 instead of the 1d10, because your feat replaces all your d8s with d10s.
Oh, I see what you mean. Nope, never mind. Yep.
So yeah, when you do the 1 or 3 action, it's 2d10. When you do the 2 action, it's 2d10 plus 16.
Jesus.
Yeah, kind of insane. But yeah, it is well after midnight for our European friends. I don't know that we want to keep going because there's like another fight, and we don't know what we're doing. So fights are not fast.
So the options that I would give are: do we want to finish this another time, or do you want to summarize the rest of the?
No, let's finish it.
It's 2 a.m. You want to keep going?
No, I mean another day.
Oh, okay.
Another session, yeah.
I desperately need to sleep and
Yeah.
pee.
All right, so we'll schedule on Discord.
Yep. All right.
Because that'll be like if there's another fight that's at least like 2 hours of
Yeah,
content.
that's like an hour and a half of just the
so
fight.
That's worth it.
We're
I
learning
think you
things.
pad it to like 3 hours.
We're
Yeah.
preparing for the campaign.
Yeah.
The Leshy campaign.
The Leshy campaign. Right.
The Leshy campaign.
A salad party.
Don't eat leshies!
Tell that to
We
the
should open a
DM.
tavern and call it the salad bar.
So I
Oh
will.
my
Like
God,
pineapple,
that's
we
too
eat you back.
I will say that this was a horrible module for me to run as the first module ever because hazards are weird.
Oh.
And the first 2 times we rolled initiative was against hazards.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
retrospect, especially after reading the beginner's backs, it does a very good job of slowly explaining things to the DM in growing, which
I did not realize how much, how ridiculous amount of complexity was in this module. But there was a lot of fiddly bits I had to figure out. But yeah, beginner box.
tomorrow.
You did so well.
Tomorrow
though.
box.
Tomorrow box. Check out Aaron's Tomorrow box.
Come back in 14 hours.
That sounds dirty.
It does. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That wasn't the intention.
Come back in 14 hours. 10 a.m. Eastern time.
They'll probably know what they're doing. Ian's gonna be a player, so we'll go.
I'm
Much
gonna be a
faster.
player. I learned a lot.
I learned a lot. This is great.
Yeah.
No.
Persistent damage is insane. Tim hates the action economy in this system.
I think what it, yeah, it's kind. I think, we're low level.
Yeah.
Still getting used to stuff, and I think I basically just needed to not fuck around with my weapons so much, and I think that would have felt a lot more effective. But I kept trying to be useful in a situation.
Yeah.
And be fluid, but really, I just need to focus on being very good at the one thing I do.
Right.
And stop fucking around with ranged. I think that was my problem. I don't think it's the system's problem. I think it's my problem, just different style.
We have a lot to learn.
Also, Steph has cheat codes enabled. We learned that too.
Steph has Barbarian
Yeah.
cheat codes enabled. She's got.
I think I just need to
hacks
channel a
Barbarians.
barbarian at all times.
I think you can only play Barbarians.
Yeah.
Because this is fucking.
I thought
ridiculous.
cleric's were my shtick.
No, not anymore. I think
Yeah.
that
I'm
might be
playing,
mine.
I'm playing a barbarian on Monday, so I'll see how that goes.
Maybe we
Yeah.
can switch because my heals have been trash.
Real spit. But they're
So-
still huge though.
So I was trying to sort of really push people to use Recall Knowledge because you kept using reflex saves against him. And he's actually really good at them because he drank a mutagen before the fight.
Got it.
Which gave him a buff to
Mountain
reflex. Mountain Dew.
Caffeine was flowing through him.
Also, the pumping into his vein.
Absolutely not
Absolute
novel.
bullshit. You rolled a 2.
I was like, no, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
I think your total was like 9 or something.
Yeah, I may not roll like Steph, but I have a sense for what I roll, and it is not good.
Yeah, it was real bad. It was a crit failure, and I decided to fuck with you, and I was like, that sounds like something they'd believe. Those bottles are actually just a bunch of perfumes. Because he makes perfumed
That
candles.
would suck.
That would
Your
suck.
guts.
Yeah. Yeah, so sorry. I was trying to push you to recall knowledge because I wanted you to use it to find out if he could do that fucking cone again because I was devastating. And the answer is he needs to reload his weapon with more wax. And there's a cauldron of boiling wax in the middle of the room, which is what he was going to do in his next turn. But I wanted you to go like, yeah. I was just trying to push for recall knowledge.
The secret to beating enemies is to kill them.
Is to fucking roll a 30 like Steph all the time. Jesus.
I don't know how I do it.
The solution was murder all along.
I didn't even get to persistent damage him like he persistent damaged me.
His max HP was 44, and you did 24 damage on that hit.
Unfair.
So unfair. So that's all we got for you today, folks. If you're watching us on Twitch, check us out on YouTube. I will probably put this on YouTube. I'm sure Pathfinder's very hot right now.
Yeah, fuck it.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, check us out on Twitch. We're live every Saturday with Spelljammer at 10 a.m. Eastern, and Sunday at noon with Fall of Kings, which is our Call of Cthulhu Dark Ages thing, but that's not happening tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Because instead we're playing Pathfinder.
More Pathfinder.
And this system seems pretty dope. I don't hate it. I don't see any reason not to run a campaign with it.
Tell you what I do hate. Not splitting movement. Give me my movement. I feel so immobile.
Yeah.
I'll get over it. I will.
You'll get over it.
Yeah. I'll miss you, 5e.
I was feeling it with him because I was like, oh, I want him to like pop out, spray the shit, and then pop back in. Nope.
Maybe we'll do a quick roundtable at some point of like, here's all our feelings on Pathfinder, because I feel like it could go on forever and ever and ever.
Last call with
Last
14
call,
people.
coming back.
Yeah. First call.
Last call.
Yeah. That's the
call,
last call. We also have an Instagram where we have pictures of our dog who is currently asleep, I'm sure. Probably.
It's
Oh, yeah.
late for her.
Basically
yeah.
dead.
She's
late for all of us.
dead to the world.
Especially your
I can see your Toby and stuff.
And join Discord, do that thing, doing a raid.
Oh, what about the other game that's coming up?
Oh, yeah, that too.
You died.
On this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Fairly late start to term. One of our players is Pacific, so it's got to be late.
I'm gonna grab the book again.
And also,
Pacific?
What?
Nothing.
I hate you, Tim. We're playing Dark Souls, the role-playing game, which is an a 5e compatible RPG system. Which is legal to do because of the OGL 1.0a, which is reproduced in its entirety on the last page of that book.
We're not getting into that now. No.
We're
Join Discord if you want shit on
literally
things.
all the time.
I really would just rather talk about Pathfinder and 1D&D now. Systems are what I care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Licenses are just tangential.
Yeah. Who are raiding?
Think. No wait. Devil's Like Gaming's on.
Oh, okay.
They're like, I love that they cosplay. It's so fucking pretty.
Oh, they're starting soon too. So you're getting on the ground floor. I see starting soon.
Yeah.
They're not starting soon.
Well, I don't know what this preview's
okay.
doing then. My preview says starting soon.
Oh.
I blame Mark Sattler?
Safler? Safter. Alright.
all
We're
your
gonna go
fault,
ahead and
Mark.
raid. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.
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 Pending next session too. We didn't say that, but
Yeah,
we'll
we
finish
didn't.
this on stream.